The heels, though. The heels.
I don't know. I thought they
You
all
can't
were.
see Asuka's legs when she's in the bodysuit. You know whose legs and heels you can see? Taylor Mars.
She's not always in the suit, you know. There's
Wait a minute. Hey. She's got the schoolgirl's uniform too. But is she a shrine maiden? Oh, remember the shrine maiden, Miles?
Technically, she could be now.
Remember the shrine maiden?
I don't know. It's just like because they're both kind of. I don't know.
you better watch your back.
What's up, people? Welcome to our little traveling podcast shack we call Taku Otaku, where we serve up the hottest takes in anime and video games. I'm your host this evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you listen to this podcast, Ray, aka Sourdough Shonen. And today, we are catching a little bit of the March Madness fever here on the podcast. But we're going to spice it up as we are an anime video game podcast, and we're doing our own Sweet 16 of the best waifus in anime. So we're going to talk about that later on this podcast. Before we get there, we're going to talk about our weeks. We've been watching and playing video games anime-wise. And even before that, I have to introduce everyone else on the podcast. So looking to my left, I'm introducing Frank, who is our champion of tall redheads that can ball. Hello, Frank. How are you doing this evening?
Oh, I'm okay. A little tired.
A little tired? Are you feeling good with your roster for this episode?
He's messed up. That's why.
Oh, I feel good about my roster.
Frank, stick to his persona on the podcast for sure. I will tell you a little teaser coming ahead. So if you've been a long time listener, look forward to Frank's top 5 later on this podcast. Timestamps down below. If you just can't wait, I get it.
Solid squad.
It's not bad. He like I said, Frank is true to his word. Frank is a man of his word. And who is just lying to his teeth every time on the podcast, pretending he's going to play a new video game or do something else that isn't something gotcha, is my brother Miles. Hello, Miles.
The gotcha man.
The gotcha man. He's speaking about Gotcha Fever, who just...
I actually get my little hat, right? The bird hat. Gotcha man.
Oh, I get... Okay, I see what I was... It took me a sec to get... Yes. Uh-huh. Was Self-Earth Defense Force? What was it called in English?
Yeah, I think it's Self-Earth Defense Force.
They're in that Tatsunoko Capcom game on the Wii.
When are the Katsunaka on anyone?
Mega Man Legends, or what do they call them? Volt?
Yeah, technically.
That's still weird. What about you with your unique roster? Speaking about the underdog, I guess, of the podcast.
You know, I was trying to do true to my heart. Leave me alone. And yes, and you know what's gonna happen. Let me keep the pain till later.
I just want to tell you right now, brother, this is the Yu-Gi-Oh! The heart of the cards will lie to you and deal you a bad 13 in blackjack every time.
We'll get Exodia like the first 5 cards. No?
And I draw 2 more cards, and I draw 5 more cards, and fuck you, I win. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh!
Never just need one card to win this game. Oh, look. No misses.
This is why.
If only it works in Gacha.
The funny part is all the things they do in the anime, like you can't, like the real people who play the card, like you can't fucking do that.
Well, it's like Pokemon, right? Let's be honest.
See, I never understood the Pokemon rules, so like that's beyond my understanding. All I know is you want a Charizard.
How's Ash winning? He isn't.
Oh, the pity points. He has a lot of pity badges. All right, that's enough of chit chat because we could just ramble on in it. But let's be focused here and let's focus on our weeks, and then we'll get to our big Sweet 16 Waifu Wars bracket. But let's start off with Frank and ask him what has he been up to, and since our last episode here on Taku Taku, Frank. So what's new with you? What you been watching and or playing, my good friend?
Watching. I finished Dr. Stone.
Oh.
And definitely got better. I feel like I sound so boring. Like, oh yes, this is
Yes. It's a fine show.
The electrons go to one.
We're learning about science.
I was just thinking about soccer. We got destroyed today.
And
then the playoff bracket just came out. I'm like, ooh, we're playing the team that destroyed us today.
Ooh.
So that should be fun.
Speaking of Sweet 16s.
And then on the other side, playing the toughest team on the first round. So it's like, oh God, both.
At once.
You can do it, Frank.
The good thing is that if I get past this round,
Sweet 16.
there's a good chance.
You can do it, Frank. You can do it.
Anyways, back to anime. Dr. Stone. I keep on saying Doctor Who.
Doctor.
That's a different thing altogether.
Very different.
it's kind of like a slow start. I'm like, okay, I'm kind of interested to see how it goes, and it kind of felt like kids, we're gonna learn how to do this today. But I guess as the story progresses, I'm more hooked. I'm hooked,
Okay.
and two scenes in particular really got me like really like, oh yeah, this is worth it. Like
I made the right choice.
the payoff, yeah.
I see.
Um,
And you're like on the latest of the Dr. Stones?
yeah, I cut up everything.
Okay, yeah, because like after like I maybe read season 1. That's about it.
Yeah.
Maybe reading it is better than watching it, or at least watching it in Japanese, because like I said, that whole 10 billion% thing kind of bugged me the first time. How do I say this without saying much spoilers? I guess I sort of suspected what would happen, but I just watch it like mindless, and I'm like, oh, okay, did not see that coming, and then think about it, I'm like, I should have seen that coming.
Are they getting closer to revealing the secret of what happens basically in chapter 1 of everyone turning to stone? Spoilers for episode 1.
Yes, yes, and I forgot that's what they were trying to do, to be honest.
Got too busy making beer and
Yeah,
pirate ships and
soda,
I think other things I've seen from openings.
Rubber.
because basically the first 2 seasons, it's about him, or not him, but like the science community trying to hurry up and progress society to having the technology to beat the strong guys.
Right, because they're just gonna punch the way to victory.
Yeah. So that kind of concludes season 2. And I'm like, oh yeah, somebody did turn him into stone. It wasn't just like, like I totally forgot that was a thing. Like,
right, that happened.
it was just like, humans were like, oh yeah, we did used to have tails. What happened there? Like,
what did happen?
So I was kind of like thrown off by that, but I shouldn't have been. So, anyways, now they're working on that, and it's kind of like, oh, okay. Yeah, I can't think of how to say it without spoiling it. It's just
I would imagine at that point.
There was just this one point where I thought it was really cool that they animated pretty good. The music was nice.
Oh, okay.
It was near the end of season 3 and the beginning of season 4. Oh, more like the middle, even though it's a super short season. So that was really cool. I think it went from almost recommend to a recommend.
Oh, okay. All right.
But like, don't shoot me if you don't like it. It's
It wouldn't be the first time on this podcast for me.
No, but it's just like, I kind of want to recommend it because I'm curious to see what y'all think.
Dr. Stone's one of the shows, like, part of me is like, I've never been so, like, I'm so tempted and so scared at the same time.
I think if I was smarter, I would not like the show.
Wow.
Because it was like, no, that's not how science works. Like, but since I'm not sure about it, I'm like, oh, yeah, I believe you.
All right, good enough for me.
Yeah. I was so close to saying I haven't played Genshin, but I played it today.
Almost. He almost went clean for a whole 2 weeks.
Yeah, because I mean, I've been playing just 2 dailies, but doesn't count. But I was actually doing the story today. It's okay. It's okay.
I was gonna say, how's it going? Exciting, the same.
It
Boring.
much better than the forest story or the Sumeru story. I'm in the water place, and even though I understand why, I think I read a comment that it was kind of boring because it's kind of like a trial case. I feel like I'm Phoenix Wright.
Ooh, no, I'm getting excited now.
So that's kind of new and interesting, and I like meeting the new characters, so I'm not skipping everything.
Oh.
I caught up with Shangri-La.
Oh, the anime.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The opening, it's worth it just for the opening.
Just the opening's still good. Huh?
The first one and then the latest one are the good ones. And I think there's like 3 in between that suck.
I was gonna say the ones in between. I remember you didn't care much for.
Yeah. I wish I was playing something else. I keep telling my friend at work that I'm gonna play Fire Emblem again.
Which one? Ooh,
Engage.
Engage.
Because I kind of like convinced him to get it, and he got it, and I'm like, whoa,
let's do it together.
Yeah, I should play it, and then he got distracted with Monster Hunter, the new one.
Oh yeah, I hear it's been doing crazy numbers now.
I've been wanting to play it, but I just hate the bulky look that they always have. I'm like, okay, it makes sense that we're bulky because you're fighting huge monsters.
You need to bulk up for those things.
But I need my ninja.
It's always one of those like I'm tempted to, but especially because I know a lot of it's like online and this and that. Part of me is like scared because like I feel like I can only do like one online game at a time.
That's another thing that kind of draws me to it and also turns me off from it. Like, it's gonna be a big investment.
Yes, that's also very true.
So We'll see.
Yeah, I feel like maybe if you and maybe other people were into it, then I think I could convince myself to go for it. But like if like not enough people, I'm gonna stick to my Call of Duty, my bread and butter, my comfort zone.
Well, at the time, I don't even have PlayStation, so.
Yeah, I don't know. Do we have a Monster Hunter World? Do we?
Yes, I bought it thinking I'll play this like so many other games.
Yeah, I think I started that like once, and then I just never came back to it because like it's a onboarding process, right? Of like how to play these games. Are you doing it the right way? Doing it kind of like
It's come a long way.
Yeah, any gotcha around here.
Yeah.
It also, from the little I understand, it has a little bit of that flavoring as well.
Never, just keep going. No matter what, might get this 1% chance, but you got to keep grinding. Just keep grinding. Get that one item. That one item you need to upgrade your characters.
You only did engage one time through Frank. How many times? I'm trying to remember now.
Yeah, once.
But you also played the DLC with the dragon ladies.
The DLC.
Oh God, yes. You could. We don't have to go into it in Frank. There's previous podcast episodes. If people are curious, just type in takutaku.com. Type in Fire Emblem Engage.
And
there's plenty of episodes. We talked in depth about that game and in particular the DLC.
Don't worry. When the Switch 2 comes out, there'll be a new one.
Ooh, I'm excited about that.
I just on Awakening HD or whatever. Am I just? Is that wrong with me, Frank? Am I just dirty and lazy? Just want Awakening again?
No, I think it makes sense too. Like, cause they've been re-releasing a bunch of games.
Right.
It'll be really nice. Cause I don't even know where that game is at.
Oh, you don't even know where your personal copy is?
Yeah.
No.
That's where you got to be organized and nerdy like me, and no one will have everything in the alphabetical order.
And also copy it just in case.
Well, there's also backwards. That does help.
No, you're not crazy. That or at least release it on the shop.
Right? Yeah.
Let me play it. Come on.
It's a great game.
Actually, I was surprised. Actually, the next where we get an upgrade when the Switch 2, we'll probably get the DS because we're almost there anyway.
Oh, you mean like on like Nintendo Switch Online?
No, we're almost there.
You would assume you're gonna get that in like GameCube games if you have that super membership. I would want and expect that at this point.
That's 2 weeks from now, gentlemen, on the 2nd of April.
We might just talk about it. Stay tuned.
See how much.
I can subscribe today.
How much we're gonna shill for this thing?
Too much.
Other than that, I tried watching this show that some coworker recommended, White Lotus.
I've heard the name.
I couldn't get into it.
It's like, is it in Asia? I think that's about all I know about it.
I think it's like in Hawaii or something.
Oh, Hawaii. Okay.
I think because
I've heard the name.
My coworkers at work said I think it's like different areas every season. Like one's here. It's like in Hawaii. One's like right now. I think it's like in Thailand. I think.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's why
I don't know. I couldn't get into it. So still watching Curve, and then this one coworker wants me to watch The Wheel of Time. I don't know if you heard of it. Something like that.
I think that's on Amazon. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a big.
I think I saw a commercial for it.
Yeah. And that's pretty much it.
All right, Frank. Sounds interesting. I'm curious to see if any of those shows you get into it, because I right now I'm kind of looking for a good show to get into myself. So let me know, Frank. Let me know. Stay tuned. Let us. That's why you should like and subscribe to Taku Podcast on your favorite podcast platform. Chilling already instantly.
I'll introduce you another show to hate.
Tell me more. Give me your strength.
Let's see if it passes. Let's see if it passes the test.
Your hate makes me stronger, Frank. All right, so let's move on, and I'm gonna just be in the middleman and insert myself here on the podcast.
You might want to get a briefer here.
And let's talk about what I have been up to since our last episode of the podcast. Sadly, not a lot. Been busy doing, I guess, real life things. But the easy, quick one, as I mentioned last time on the podcast, is I started playing Paper Mario and the 1,000-Year Door. What was I gonna go for? Door. The 1,000-Year Door, which is a remake of the GameCube classic, if you're old enough and like me who remembers that version. And now I am in the I guess the third temple, or looking for the third crystal star. Gentlemen, believe this or not, in this Mario game, you're looking for magical stars.
No.
And there's like a lot of them to collect.
Different colors too?
Yeah, different colors too. Thankfully, it's not 128. Is that 64?
Yeah, that's
120.
128.
128.
How'd they get that number?
Yeah, I know. It was literally like until the 64 ran out of memory space or something. That'd be my guess. But you're only looking, I think it's 7, because it's always magical 7. And so I don't know if you're on this journey to save, of course, Princess Peach, because that's what she does all the time. At least it isn't Bowser. That's the plot twist. It isn't Bowser. It's a bunch of
X-Nots.
X-Nots, who might be Nazis? Question mark.
Well, they do a lot of...
They have a certain uniform and salute, so I will let you know how much of the
that
fascism sticks out.
That game is wild. That's all I'm going to say.
And yeah, so there's a little bit of that. And as I mentioned before, a lot of tongue-in-cheek of, like, everyone's, like, constantly insulting each other and jabbing each other, and which is very weird for a Nintendo game because, Nintendo, it's like, oh, it's so innocent and happy-go-lucky. But this game can be kind of like depressing. Like right now, I am literally have to battle my way through the top to get this new crystal star thingamabob, and it's just kind of like this like very like dingy underground, amateur wrestling kind of setting going on.
I don't know why I thought that was the fifth one. No, that's the third one.
Yeah, I was actually surprised how early on it was because like I said, I did play this original on the GameCube, but I don't remember it as well. And yeah, I was like, oh, the third level's this? So yeah, that's what you're doing in that. The last one, I went through the magical forest and helped the lemming-like characters. I forget what they're called, but they're basically little lemmings. You have to go back and forth. And yeah, I really, like I said, I like it swings for the fences. It's different. I love the time action combat. It is very turn-based, but with, like I said, the timing of when you do attacks, you can do like multiple damage, kind of like the Mario and Luigi's franchise games. If you're more used to those and not Paper Mario, they have similar vibes and mechanics going on there. So I'm still enjoying that quite a bit. Slowly but surely, I'm working my way there. Trying to remember what was there was like another. I should have rolled it down, but there was like something else of note of like this game is crazy. I can't think of it, so I'll skip about it. But you know what is crazy? Is I'm crazy enough to keep watching more of The Boys on Amazon Prime.
Why?
So I think I mentioned before on the podcast, it's been a long time since I brought it up on the podcast. You could, once again, talkatalk.com and type in The Boys. You'll find out last time I talked about it. This show, like the first season or two, I liked it. Maybe didn't love it as much as people did, but I liked it enough to keep, going on. But I feel like in the last, because I think the last season that came out, I think is season 4 ? Something like that. And I feel like season 1 is good. Season 2 is a little weak, but still good. And season 3 was like a bit of a and then this season is just also because so for those who don't know The Boys, the quick concept is imagine if Superman was a douchebag and only cared about himself and ran the Justice League of America and also wanted to become president, basically.
Oh, okay.
So that's the quick sell. Basically, what this happens in the series is this guy with so many powers that no one could beat. And it's up to our ragtag group of heroes who are against such tyranny and wants to stop him in his evil ways. Because he's not a good person, as I mentioned already. And so, yeah, that is like the ongoing struggle. And with the setting and the synopsis like that, it is fitting for 2025, I guess is the way I would say that. Without getting too heavy.
Certain analogies are made.
Yes, let's just say there's certain headlines that the show might have took and adapted for its own use and purposes. If you're looking for a break of political commentary, I suggest stay away from The Boys. Which, I don't mind, but it's a little too on the nose for me when it comes to that stuff. Once again, stealing literally from headlines.
Yeah.
And then the other problem is like, I feel half the time, and I know this is based on a comic book property, but it's very different, the little I understand, from the original comic book series. But the problem is with this Amazon TV show version is they're constantly being like, okay, last season we turned a guy in half and we pissed and vomited and we had sex with a goat. What can we do this season? Well, let's piss and vomit it backwards, upside down, and with 2 goats. And so like they're constantly like trying to outdo themselves with like just the grossness and the violenceness. And it becomes very predictable and kind of boring because it's just like, imagine the dumbest and ugliest thing to do in the situation, and that's exactly what they're gonna do. So it becomes very predictable in a very boring kind of way.
Oh yeah, because now they're doing it for the shock value, right? Not really for any story value whatsoever.
Yeah, and that's the problem, especially with like the Homelander character, right? Because every time there's like a scenario of like, wait, Homelander's kind of pissed. Is he gonna kill the person he's pissed with? The answer is yes. He's always going to kill them because he's a toddler who can control his emotions and feelings. So. And that's the problem. Like, it becomes predictable because there's no more like sense of dread or drama of like, oh no, what's gonna happen? He's gonna kill this guy. And he does every fucking time. So that's the problem. It's very predictable, and then like other characters are kind of forgot about it and washed up, and like it just feels like a bad version of like, I don't know, some like DC comic book run, because like it's basically the Justice League, but they're all like incompetent and dumb and also very horny. It's like if I was an angsty teen, maybe I could see myself get into the show a little bit more, but as a 30-something-year-old man, I'm just kind of like, what else you got?
Well, the problem is that I think when the satire comes too much, right? You're satiring something like to the extreme, then it gets predictable.
Yeah, so I don't know. It was one of those shows where it's just like, well, I'm here by myself, and I kind of started the show. I guess I'll keep on watching it, but like,
you don't have to, brother. It's fine.
And all I know is if the next season is not the last season, I have no interest to keep going, because I think I can stomach one more season just to see the end of this nonsense. But if they're going to start pulling a fucking Dexter or something out there, like, nah, cash me the fuck out. I can't do it. I can't do it, bro. So yeah, that was like the one other thing I've been watching randomly this last week or so. Yeah, and then just real quick, the very small One Piece update this week I have for you in manga form is I did, we left Wano, and we are now heading out to find what other people are up to. And I am interested and like excited that the fact that maybe I'm just biased because once again, Law, I guess, is probably my favorite character in the series.
Is he?
Yeah,
I'm surprised.
Yeah, I think he. I have to think about it, but at the moment, shooting from the hip, I want to say he is. And the fact that he actually fights against one of the worst bad people in the series so far they introduced, I find interesting, because the easy answer would be like, well, Luffy should fight this guy. I'm trying to avoid spoilers in case it wasn't obvious. He should fight him because of this and this and that. And you're like, that makes sense. But that's kind of predictable and a little boring. Would be more interesting. And I am kind of serious. The problem versus the villain and with Law fighting is his powers are pretty broken, and they haven't fully explained them just yet. I don't know if they're going to, or that's way down the line, because Oda loves saving everything for way down the line. But I am curious to see where that fight's gonna go.
What part of his powers you don't understand?
He can, well, it just seems like he's just, once again, without getting into spoilers, he's just a Kirby. And I still don't understand how he could be a broken Kirby with his devil fruit powers. So yeah, that's something maybe they'll explain down the line or something, because this character they set up forever ago, and now they finally brought him back into the spotlight. I'm kind of curious what's going on there. And then of course, yes, I guess there's Luffy's, not Yuffie. Luffy is on the Egghead. I want to say Eggman because it's Sonic. Egghead Island, and they slowly are introducing the multiple personalities, let's say, of
sensitive again?
Not literally, but pretty close. Question mark. They haven't totally explained that yet, but I'm just going off what they've teased and shown so far. So yeah, but it's kind of I am fascinated to see what basically One Piece's Tomorrowland looks like, because that's what so far they have set up for that. So I am curious to see what's going on, and I know Frank has already teased that is it your favorite arc overall in One Piece, Frank?
I would say yes, but it's kind of like, I feel like it's kind of unfair to the early arcs. But yes. I feel that early arcs have more feels.
True.
But action-wise, I like this one.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna hopefully this week I'll get a little bit more in. It's like one of those. That's kind of almost like an Epo thing. Like, if I catch up, though, oh no, what am I gonna do?
Oh yeah, there is one story that people are like, oh yes, but I forgot it happened in this arc.
Interesting. I'm kind of curious. Gotta stay tuned. And that's why you like and subscribe once again to the podcast to see what happens in the journeys of One Piece. So that leaves Miles, my brother. Brother. What do you got for us this week? What you been watching and playing?
I guess because just to mention real quick before we get to the gotcha talk once again.
Oh no.
I guess you and I are both starting to watch Daredevil here for the next Daredevil Born Again. So it's like, first we were gonna say no, let's do a quick highlight show, and then we realized, nah,
this is all in.
And man, that's such a good show, isn't it?
It's so good.
The way the pacing is, how the characters are, like man's doing without even armor, just a guy in the mask, just
a vigilante says, I'm tired of this fucking shit, no more.
And then also the fact that cinematography is pretty good in this, like they know how to capture the fights very well.
Oh, episode 2, the one shot, the one take.
And like, you just see this off screen, you see the action that's happening over here. You don't see it, you hear it.
Right.
But
right,
it's
right.
just like there's all different shots it takes. How the characters think, how Mr. Fisk is slowly shows up, and when he shows up, I go, oh, there he is.
It's a big tease, and when he finally shows up, he leaves an
an
lasting impression, especially on that one guy. If you know what I mean, wink, wink.
Yeah, but like the way how they tease like him throughout like the first couple episodes, they're like, oh, there he is. Like last.
We
like,
don't say his name.
Like the last 5 minutes that the last like, oh, this is it. But in fact, no, the characters are reading pretty well. It's slowly building. Like, obviously, he's trying to hide himself from his other work colleagues, what he's doing at night. I'm just doing to save the kitchen, and but not letting them know what he's doing. Like he's cut up. He's like broken a couple of things. It's fine. Don't worry, guys. I'm okay.
He actually bleeds. Whoa.
He's like, and I got stabbed. I need to probably fix that right now. I'm being stabbed.
I believe my lungs collapsing. Help.
But like I said, what a great show. Remember back then when they cared just a little bit more than they do now.
Netflix did a good job on that one, and now Disney could cash in on it.
Yeah, it's ours now.
It was always one of ours.
So that's a little. So that way we can catch into the podcast today. And now it's time for the gotcha segment. So I made this after briefly the next patch for ZZ, and I guess I'm going to skip it for now. It's like a 2-parter, so
sure you'll skip it.
And so I'll wait till when the second part drops, and I got a guarantee anyway, so I'll wait for a character to actually pull for. So we're talking about Star Rail because that's when I'm actually almost caught up now. I'm almost at 3.1.
Yeah.
So we're now in Forius, which is Rome. It's basically Rome, Greece. I guess more like ancient Greece than Rome, I guess, technically, per se.
Somewhere.
In which you literally crash land to the planet. You have lost all the communications and hope.
I love Pikmin.
And then you have to find a way to to communicate you with everyone back on the Astro Express, or I guess that's your home base. I guess
the Galaxy Express.
No, that's a different thing altogether, and that's copyright. So and it's funny because it's basically like, they have to. They're what they call the Crystal Heirs, which are like, I guess, like the heroes of the world, and they have to destroy the Titans, which I guess are like pillars of the world. They're like or gods or something.
Guess
like
we're
that.
back to Greece.
So they have to slay the gods, get their power, like go become Hercules, pretty much like a demigod.
I believe you mean Kratos.
No, Kratos has his own way of dealing with interesting
serious games. The new ones, or not really. I need to go back to it.
But the whole story, like you meet these different characters, and they all have their own motives to try to, I guess, become demigods. I guess, trying to save the world because the world technically is ending on Euphorius. But it's a lot of interesting twists and turns. Not much. I learned at this point now to even bother trying to listen for dialogue because since most half the characters aren't voiced anymore.
You just skip all the cutscenes and
no. I just turn like I just read the story along. If I don't really, I just leave the music and things like that.
Oh, you have no audio.
I have no.
Wait, but there's no audio at all.
I'm saying no. The voices, I gotta turn the voices off because you could turn. Like,
well, aren't they off if you leave it on English?
Yeah, I guess so.
But
anyway, so so the interesting thing is that you did get a new path to play as you the main character. It's like there's abilities. So it's like you like you have destruction, which pretty much use a baseball bat. There's preservation, which you have a lance, which is pretty much used to defend, and kind of like a fire lance, I guess, defend stuff. The last one on Pentacoli was a magical hat, which is the Harmony hat.
Does it tell you you're going to Gryffindor?
No, but it doesn't like you got like little dance moves with I guess pretty much a Mickey Mouse-ish character. That's the best way to describe it.
Boy.
So this time you now are at Remembrance, which is ice. And when Remembrance is like you now get like a summon character. So you pretty much your abilities, you're able to summon like a little character Mem, which is like I guess like a pink, like kind of like a magical girl, like
pink magical girl?
No, like a mascot, I guess. Like the mascot character.
An anime mascot character?
Yeah, that's the best way to describe it.
I'm drawing a blank. Morgana. Or Teddy. I was trying to remember Teddy.
And pretty much you summon to like, your battle timeline and it auto battles for you. Or it's auto, you don't have to worry about its own separate like character per se. So normally your certain teams you have like four characters. and then it pretty much acts like your fifth character. So it's like it does its own damage, things like that. I already got all like the I guess the equivalent to like Genshin the crystals, Frank.
Constellations.
Constellations, yeah. So you all
bunch of nerds out here.
But usually,
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking. I've never heard of this game before in my life.
What's that again? Don't mind me. I don't know.
Did you hear the latest football sports news? Sportball.
I've never gotten the characters doubles.
What's a waifu?
But usually, like a lot of like your main character ones, they give a lot of their constellations for free. So you don't have to like pull for that same character again. You just as long as you like do certain during which you can unlock the full abilities of said path, I guess per se. No, overall, yeah, it's fine. But I think going forward, I think I'm slowly just like Frank said. So we're slowly trying to back out. I know Ray's giving me this look already, like sure.
I'm shaking my head, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, but we're gonna slowly back because I really want to get into Lost Judgment next time because I really need to. I need to figure out games to catch up. I need to catch up all the Like a Dragon Yakuza games because I'm even more behind on that now. That's my plan going forward. So this is probably the last time you're here to Star Wars for a bit.
Famous last words.
I swear it's nice. Mark it. Whatever episode this is, 55.
Place your bets. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen.
56.
Step on up here. This will age poorly. And that's it for our weeks. We're just leaving you with the lies, ladies and gentlemen. Just lying to you.
We can quit as long as you don't look at the character leaks. As long as you look at the character leaks and don't look at what's going on in the next patch, you're fine.
See, what's saving me is that I do look at the leaks and I'm like, not interested. So I have a break.
Not tall enough, not redheaded enough, maybe. See, Frank has a type. Speaking about having a type, gentlemen, it's finally time to dive in to the madness here. Today, we are here and talking about our own Sweet 16 bracket, where we are all picking our different favorite waifus, our best girls, preferred anime female character, if you want to make it really simplify it. That is what we're going to talk about here. And so basically, as I suggested, there are 16 opponents in this epic fight. The three of us here on the podcast, we each picked 5, and then we agreed on a girl of our own choosing that we call shake hand, gentleman handshake on. I'm like, yeah, she's pretty good. She's pretty good.
We get nice like behind the
Yeah, so that was the one agreement we'll have this episode of the podcast, and that'll probably be the last time we have a good agreement here on the podcast, the rest of this episode. So basically how this is going to go, like I said, there's going to be 16 opponents. We're going to have matchups. I try to make it so that each person has a girl to choose for. They'll have a chance to rally their favorite girl and sway the voters. And then we'll do our votes. And of course, we have 3 people on the podcast. And whoever gets 2 votes moves on to the next round until there can only be one best girl. So that's what we're about to dive into. And so, yes, send all your hate emails and social media our way, because I guarantee you're going to be like,
someone will be crying.
There will be tears both in this room and off there on the internet. I guarantee it. And a lot of squinty faces, if not just full frowns going on.
I'm old, folks. If you're wondering about my picks, I'm old. Leave me alone.
Before, gentlemen, I reveal the brackets, because I am the only one who knows what is about to unfold in front of us. Let me ask Frank. Frank, I know, well, there's an obvious answer to you, but let's ask for the people out there who don't know. When you picked your top 5 girls, did you have a certain mindset when you were picking your favorites?
Well, let's just say that if there was a team name, you could call us the Red Army.
Red Army, this is true.
Wasn't that a thing of Fire Emblem? Was like the Red Lions?
No,
the Black Lions.
They're like the Black Hawks. Despite their flag is red, they're colorblind out there in 3 houses. What can I tell you? Miles, what about you? Well, did you have like a theme or motif or something you were striving for in your choices this week?
I was trying characters. I guess strongly like personality wise. I guess.
Okay.
And mostly, it's a lot of deep pulls. I know.
For myself, I will admit I was trying to do a little bit of as always, I try to be the level-headed, minded person here on the podcast and pick characters that I'm pretty sure that both Miles and Frank are familiar with, so that way they can have a little bit more into input when it comes to the voting segment. And two, also characters that I'm pretty sure most people have probably heard about there in the anime community. But also, I did try to do a little bit of a Baskin and Robbins 31 flavors also as well.
And so, let me check here. Go kick my ass. Okay.
That was definitely, there's definitely one or two of those on my pick as well. I do have a certain type, it turns out, gentlemen. But like I said, I try to have a little bit of a rainbow going on here.
Wait, she punches back?
I like a girl that kick my ass. But without further ado, gentlemen, let me make it official here. Now we can begin, gentlemen.
When there's alcohol, oh no.
All right. Our first matchup this evening, gentlemen, and we'll have a few minutes to cheer for our girl, and then we'll make our voting if I didn't mention that. All righty. First up, we have Miles's Rin from Pseudo Harem, which we have talked about and covered on the podcast. And then we have a pick for me, who is, I want to make sure I'm not misspelling this right, because I had a couple brackets. It is the tsundere of all tsunderes, Miss Haruhi Suzumiya from, of course, our own TV show / movie franchise.
Both girls that break reality in a way.
A little bit. So, Miles, I'll give it to you first, brother. You have a few minutes here to champion and let everyone out there know why Rin is worth the vote.
I mean, well, come on here. So Rin, obviously, from Pseudo Harem. You know, she was a girl. She was an actress. She's very good at acting. She could play a lot of different roles. And
so this is the main girl, right?
Yeah, the main girl. Yeah, you know, she could play a lot of different roles. She has special connections with every any of the friends and family she has. So she has does different things for everybody. Plays certain characters for them. And often the fact that she tries to play off as these certain characters, but deep down you get once in a while you get to see. How she really is after the trouble trying to woo her senpai per se. I'm trying to think.
Brother. Ooh, dead air. Never good for the podcast.
Well, I mean, because we kind of covered her already technically, right? So it's kind of hard to explain more than that. I'm trying to think. I think I said.
That's it. She's a great actress.
Yeah.
That's probably more than I'll get to say.
It's tough, right? Because it's obviously knowing the opponent. It's like I don't know how I'm gonna win this one.
Just a quick does that mean that if it's your girl, you vote for her?
You don't necessarily. You could sway. You could change your vote if you don't have to necessarily vote for your girl. If it's someone else, is like, oh fuck, that's a better choice.
What a betrayal!
You could be a backstabber. You could do it. Is that it, Miles? Is that it? That's all you got?
Yeah, that's all I got.
You weak coward. That's all right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you once again the queen of tsunderes, Haruhi Suzumiya. This lady is just the most hot and cold you've ever seen in your life, and it's very, very attractive. Let me tell you, as a man who likes a little tease, she brings the tease. So in episode 1, we beat Haruhi, and she is a very different individual who doesn't give a fuck about what anyone thinks about her, because she just has her own beliefs and systems, despite how weird and bizarre it is very early on. She does explain her choices. For instance, every day she changes her hairstyle every day for different reasons to attract either aliens or espers or time travelers, perhaps, as if you're familiar with the series. And that's where our main protagonist Kyon meets her and has kind of like, what's up with this? What's up with this broad? She's kind of an oddball. There must be something wrong with her. What's going on here? And she explains that, this and that, and even gets motivated by our main protagonist to then set off and start her own SOS Brigade club, who goes and searches for weirdos and aliens and espers and this and that. And of course, sure enough, as the story progresses, you get such weird characters unknowns to her to join the club. She spends all this time and effort looking for these people. She never finds them. And of course, on the way of the journey, there is kind of an on and off romance tease between her and the main lead, Kyon, as I mentioned. But of course, being the classic tsundere she never just tells you off the bat. She always tells you, nah, you're an idiot, you're a moron, beats him up, pushes him away, calls him names, drags him across the high school campus. Literally, this girl doesn't give a fuck. She literally changes her PE clothes in the middle of the class with the boys still in the room. So she is a woman of her own wants and needs and desires and doesn't give a fuck about anyone else. Steals people from other clubs despite she shouldn't be. Dresses up as a bunny girl to try to get on campus, high school campus, just try to get people to join her club and join her cause. makes the poor protagonist make a website despite he has no idea how to make a website just to promote the club. And so, yeah. And then she learns also, oh, yeah, I know how to play guitar. Oh, yeah, I could play tennis. Oh, yeah, I could do this. She is a jack of all trades, a master of none, which is definitely a trait I can relate to. And like I said, she's always gonna give you a little bit of a tease, but every so often she breaks the ice a little bit.
Yeah, just
shows you a little bit of her soft side.
Just enough.
Just a little bit. And that's what I like. I like that tease of the on and off of maybe, just maybe. And not the crazy kind. You don't want like there's too much soon in the dairy sometimes. It's true.
Soon in the dairy sounds funny.
Too cold and then too hot. It's not good. She's just the right amount. A little bit of tease and a little bit of work and effort.
Uh-huh.
You want the girl that keeps you on your toes. And Haruhi Suzume, that's what she does. She keeps you on your toes. She'll change reality for you. She'll do all these things.
She breaks the rule because they're in the
She'll
rules.
just put you in a time loop for 8 episodes and you'll hate your life, but then you'll have a fantastic movie. And even in that charming version, with even Kyon's love of ponytails shows up in there and then, and I can understand the ponytail. I get it. I see the appeal there.
There's nothing wrong
so
there.
You could check that box. You like short hair? You got classic Haruhi. You want the long hair? You still got long hair Haruhi as well. So
yeah, she changed her hairstyle like for like a week or something.
That's what I just said in the opening act. This guy can't even show his girl for 10 seconds. This guy can't remember what I said. My amazing essay right here for you, ladies and gentlemen.
I didn't know we're writing a novel here.
It's a great novel. It's a masterpiece because Haruhi Suzumiya is just that, a masterpiece. And you should be watching, and you should vote for the Queen of Tsundere.
I feel like I'm not prepared for this at all.
No, you're not, brother. You're not.
I didn't expect this knockout. Should I put my guard up, or what should I do?
So let's see here. I guess we'll go for the easy one. Miles, are you still sticking with your Rin girl who's great at acting, and that's about it?
Obviously, Haruhi's gonna win, so no.
You're voting Haruhi?
Yeah, I guess.
Wow, what a man folded like a blanket out here.
I'm sorry against a demigod. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
All right. Well, Frank, let's ask you, what would your vote be, Frank?
See, this is hard because I only know the actor.
I was gonna say, there's one. We're gonna have this a few times where some of it. Don't worry, Miles' picks is coming up. We're all gonna be like, huh?
my pick is coming up. What are you talking about?
But I think the rest of my picks, I'm pretty sure everyone here will know. Frank is a weirdo because he's missing out.
On one hand, I'm like, I know who Miles is talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But you made this other girl sound really good. But
that's my job here.
Are you just a good salesman, or is she really better?
I mean, both can be true, Frank.
It's a gosh darn English degree. That's what happens going on here. That's what it is.
I guess I'll just have to trust your word.
Smart man, Frank. Smart
Ray. Man. You know what? To be a little more fair, I don't know,
Balance.
More detail. I do kind of think I know who you're talking about. Is this the one with the song God Knows?
Yes.
Okay, then I know who it is.
Yes,
okay.
That one. Mm-hmm.
When you said bunny outfit, I'm like, is it?
Yep, that's still her.
Okay, so yeah, I guess I go with that one.
There you go. Burning girls can't go wrong with bunny girls.
Although I'm not really a fan of bunny. Oh, is that one?
Can't hurt.
Okay.
All right. Well, guess what? Sadly, Rin's not getting the vote. It's a sweep. It's a knockout punch.
Wow. Sense of God. I mean, it's kind of hard to beat the God.
Yeah, she quite is. Quite is.
Literally breaks the whole universe.
Oh, God knows, all right. Oh, she knows.
Uh-huh.
All right, moving on. Will be Miss Haruhi.
Excuse me, I gotta get the blood off this floor over here. Excuse me for a sec.
All right, we now have a Miles and Frank matchup next.
Oh no, well, not again. I just cleaned up the floor.
This one, Miles might want to bring out the keyboard here because even I had to look for 2 seconds when Frank told me this name.
Oh my God, sorry.
Poor Frank felt the pressure now. We have Frank's Miki from Fighter Ramen. Is that right, Frank?
Ramen Fighter Miki.
Ramen Fighter Miki. It has a different name in Japanese, but that's the English name. And for a character that I guarantee poor Frank has never heard of, even I had to double think and look and like, oh yeah, I guess that's somebody. We have Nodaka from Negima exclamation question mark, or is that just the anime thing?
No, that's
is that also the manga?
Well, that's a two different things because technically that's Negima Neo, but they always build it as a second season, but it's not. They're two different things.
So yeah. So Frank, let's start off with you, my good friend. Why should people be picking Miss Miki for making? I don't know. She's cooking food or fighting food or both or what? What's her deal?
Well, I kind of didn't expect to talk about her so soon. Like Miles, I'm so unprepared.
Yeah,
no,
I do know that he's bringing a gun to a knife fight over here.
I know.
Serious? I'm serious out here,
This guy
boss.
has a huge speech for every girl, and then
Yeah,
they're like, oh yeah, she's good. She's cool.
Yeah,
She's all right.
I know, right? You're gonna get no sword like.
Well, fellas, if you make your own anime YouTube channel, you too can be at this level.
I guess I'll explain the show, and that kind of explains her.
Hit me.
This is about this girl Miki. She works at a ramen shop, which for some reason they call it Chinese noodles. And I'm like, huh?
I
Really?
think technically it does come from China.
Really?
Technically.
Oh, cool. The more you know.
There you go.
She ends up like being like. It starts off by having her be like a waitress or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But she just keeps screwing up everything. Like, and then the mom is like, "All right, just go deliver. You can't screw that up." And then she just always gets into shenanigans. Like in this one episode, they tell him, "All right, ring, yell, because if you ring the bell, no, they don't even say that. It's just yell. Those are the instructions. Yell, and someone will come out." And she's like, "Do they not have a doorbell? What's going on with these weirdos?"
Right.
So then she goes, and she gets there. They do have a doorbell. She goes in, and this dog attacks her.
Ooh.
And then she stops fighting the dog, and then the dog somehow is super strong.
Oh, big dog.
And then she's like, "Oh my god, my noodles got soggy," or whatever they called it. Like, they're bad. So she goes back and she's like, "Oh, that took forever. Can you make more?" And she just gets beat up by her mom. And sends her away again. And then they fight the dog again instead of delivering the food. And he's like, "All right, I have a time limit. I have to beat you up before the noodles go bad." So she's just this funny girl, can ball probably.
She can ball.
She's
She tall?
No, I don't think so. But she's just always everybody she meets. She's kind of like fighting for them.
Okay.
And it's just, I kind of reminds me of like Gintama, where like dumb stuff happens. They're just worried about other stuff. Like there's one episode where she's delivering and she kind of doesn't know where it is, and asks these kids playing baseball, and they're like, "Oh, I know where it is. You can go here." And she's like, "Oh, I'm so thankful. How's the game going?" And then they're like, "Oh, we're winning, but you know their best pitcher. I mean, the best batter's about to attack. Bat attack."
Come here, kids.
Oh my.
Oh my.
And then she's like, "All right, as to return the favor, I'll pitch for you." And it's like, is that even allowed? You're like not part of the team.
It's fine.
She ends up pitching, and then she strikes up this this little kid, which is like 5 years old, and she's like 20 apparently. In the end, he hits the home run off of her, but they run towards the ball. It's just so dumb, and I don't remember exactly what happens, but basically the guy ends up with 2 broken arms. And
whoa,
I don't know what happened.
Did she do that?
No, one of them, he broke it because he hit the ball, and I guess the force of the pitch broke his hand.
Oh.
And the other one, it was, I guess, from wrestling her from trying to catch the ball.
Oh, dang.
Because she did a home run, but he caught it.
Oh.
And then she kind of ran also and pushed him down, and he dropped the ball, so technically not a home run.
Wait, she charged the outfield?
Yes.
What the fuck?
It's just,
that's super not okay.
plus, she hit the home run with the ramen box that she had.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just so dumb. Like, I'm not doing it just. It's just a bunch of dumb stuff. Like,
so she's just like an easygoing, happy-go-lucky gal.
Yeah,
okay.
and it almost seems like she loves fighting, but she just happens to run into situations and people are like challenge her. I'm like, well I'm not.
So she's also really ridiculously like comic bookly, like silly strong.
Yeah, except that she can't beat the dog.
The dog always wins.
Yeah,
It's a hell of a dog.
But yeah, she's just a fighter, and she has a good heart.
It's a good heart. Okay, all right. I'll consider that. All right, brother, it's your turn.
All right. Here.
Tell the folks out there.
Round two. Okay.
Why?
I got caught with I got a quick punch in my mouth, so now got the blood off.
Get a
right.
second round, second attempt.
All right. Round
Why
two.
should people be voting for Nodaka from Negima this time around?
Okay. So Nodaka she's a shy girl. She belongs to the literary club where they care to because the whole library in Mahara's, which is a school, is pretty big. So,
It's a magical school to be in tech.
Yeah. It's like it's Hogwarts.
Pretty much.
But she's charged to school with her 2 friends. Now they're in charge of like keeping the books. You can find any books deep down in the depths of the library. The library is huge. It's like I'm talking like if you don't like the downtown LA library was huge. This is like 3 or 4 times the size of the LA library because it's
a lot of
there's
books.
Like floors. There's a lot of things down there. I guess she's I guess it has a crush on the main character Negi, like just off the bat. But she's too shy really to admit her feelings or whatnot.
Sounds like anime.
She learns to kind of slowly accept him and kind of says because everyone's granted, all the girls eventually said something towards him a certain way because it wouldn't be a shonen, but now
it's like a harem, kind of a harem,
pseudo harem.
Well, it's like a reverse harem because all the girls are attracted. Well, no, it is a harem. What am I on?
Yeah, but there's more battle. Like of all the Akamatsu ones, this one has more battle than anything really per se. But she inherently gets stuck into the main story because she accidentally because the main character Negi, he gets his ability. He has to, in order to save the girls, he has to make a pact with them. In order to
do magical things,
to increase his ability and powers, that. Of course, it requires him kissing. So she actually gets kissed by accident because she kind of fell down the stairs, kind of. So it was like accidental. So she got.
It happens.
So she got. Yeah, it's happened to me so many times.
So many times.
So she got.
My wife for that way.
So her pact ability is she uses a book and she can read people's thoughts with the book. So she'll ask a question. And kind of like reveals the inner thoughts because they're like she'll ask them a question, they'll say what they're thinking in the book.
All right, she's got mad skills. I like this so far.
And then later, I tell you, she gets more strong, especially when later on when the parts it gets. I don't know how far you got to the manga, brother.
It's been a long time.
But when they get to Forius, when they get to the magical world per se, because they do that eventually.
Sure.
She gets other abilities and she learns to be more, I guess, self-reliant and more. She's able to take care of herself a little bit more.
Alrighty, Miles, is that it?
That'll be it.
All right, that's your fighting arguments. So with that's your two choices, folks at home. Make your choice now, and now it's time to make the official choice here on the podcast. So Frank, you've heard Miles's argument. Did it sway you anyway, Frank? Are you still sticking with the I was gonna say Miki, but now it's not Miki, it's Miki. Not Mickey. Oh boy, that different person.
That different. But Frank, we're not judging here, Frank. It's fine.
Imagine if it was Mickey.
I love Kingdom Hearts. Have I mentioned that?
Minnie Mouse. Yeah. I mean, out of my whole list, she might be my favorite one.
Okay. So Frank's.
I'm just. Miles said, I feel like I'm doing a terrible job of describing her. So, having said that, it's definitely picking her.
All right, still sticking. Miles. You heard Frank's argument. Are you still sticking with Nodaka?
I am sticking with my pick. Thank you very much.
All right.
And I have a little plushie if I remember.
Yeah, this is true. So Miles' fandom is stronger. His power level's slowly creeping up. So now
is this the strength of Ultra Instinct over here?
There you go. So gentlemen, it sounds like it's all up to me here.
I know this already.
Any compliments? Final words you have to say for me, gentlemen?
Well, it is a classic now. At this point,
it's old. Yes. That's your jealous to me. It's old. So you saying I'm old?
But
you're doing a terrible job here, Bob.
What do you call when all the girls like the guy?
Harem?
And what do you call it when all the guys like the girl?
A reverse harem?
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
They needed their own.
They're not very clever. They're not very.
So here's a question to ask. So if a girl likes like a bunch of girls, or girls like a bunch of girls like,
well, that's called a yuri, and it's called a yaoi if it's the opposite. So do I like the fighting girl, or do I like the shy girl who has magical powers? Who can read your mind. Who can read my mind.
Or read other people's minds, it helps.
Gentlemen, I might be lazy, it might be biased.
Oh, no.
I at least kind of know what Negima is. I have no idea what ramen fighter Miki is. And the cute nerdy girl, I'm a bit of, I like a good book or two. I have an English degree in my name.
How old is she?
If we're pulling that card off, Frank, we're going to have to end the podcast now.
That's illegal. That's illegal.
This is my only vote.
Ref card. Ref.
Turns out too many animes deal
I'm just trying to sway you. So we'll forget about this
let's
age
go
thing
for
later.
the technically 20-year-old who acts like a 15-year-old. Oh. Yay?
Frank's like, it's like, he's like, pull the rug.
Because get out of jail free card, basically. And then he brought the baseball bat too. So for me, I will have to vote for Nodaka from Negima. We'll move on to the next round here.
At least you can't say I didn't fight for her.
You tried, Frank. You tried. All I know is
even
she's
low blows.
A happy-go-lucky, violent girl. Which
the
violent part I kind of like. The happy-go-lucky part.
I was like Frank with that pepper spray. Shh. I won.
At what cost?
You know what I did? I pulled out the pepper spray. I pressed the button, and it was flipped towards me.
Oh, it happens. Alrighty. Our next matchup is a matchup between me and Miles.
Oh, wow, I'm just like 30 for 30, huh?
There we go.
Man,
Miles is working overtime.
No
today.
rest. I gotta put my sleeves up, man.
Poor
Shit.
Miles. He's fighting against the ropes here.
Shit.
Back to backs. No load management.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, hey, come on, let's go. Let's go.
This might be an interesting one for you out there listening to the podcast. You make your own bracket and see how you would do and how would you choose. For Miles, we have the main protagonist of Fruits Basket, Tohru. Tohru, is that her name?
Totally, yeah.
And for us shonen battle junkies out there, we have the illustrious, mysterious Yoruichi from Bleach.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I know.
So yes, these are pretty popular
I like
characters
Frank's all locked in now.
overall.
Frank's like, oh, really?
Now you have my attention. Yeah.
Alrighty. Miles, he went last. I'll be nice. I'll go first this time around, and I'll
Give him some rest.
I'll give him a break before the massacre I'm about to unleash on this
I'll be
man.
like during the quarter, so I'll just wait for you to finish, and then I'll come out.
You know Goku wins that fight, right? And just call me fucking Son Goku. So why people should pick Yoruichi from Bleach? Cat girls.
That's not a reason.
Cat girls. I mean, what else to say? What do you want? People love cat girls. You know Togashi would vote my way.
Yeah, I know.
You know Togashi would vote my way.
I think Togashi's like, yeah, that's right.
He knows who to choose instantly based on this matchup alone. All right. Maybe Tohru deals with like different cats and dogs and cows and pigs and everything else under the sun.
Well, he does have onigiri. Does that help?
Nah, no one cares. So yes, Yoruichi. I would argue the secret hidden character, a little bit mysterious as I hinted at before, which I like a little mystery in a woman. I like to, like I said, keep them on my toes. This is another way to keep me going on, because she's there in the show. She doesn't, hides her power level, if you will. Just very, Gohan, Krillin on Namek power situation going on there. But when it's time to finally flex her time in Soul Society, when it comes to fighting her Kohai, I forget her name, Longfong? Something like that. That's when she releases her true powers and this and that. And yes, this lady can kick some ass, let me tell you. And she whoops her poor student's butt so quickly. It's almost kind of sad and embarrassing for her. But, that's what happens. That's one's a sensei. And, in this instance, I'm the sensei. And poor Miles, he's still just the pupil, all right? He's working his way up here.
All right, see how you're doing. Okay, so you're not punching directly. You're kind of like tap, tap.
Just a little tap. So not only is this lady, like I said, a bit of a mystery, she's fit as a fiddle. She's so fast. You know me, you gotta go fast. You gotta go fast. She's a speed queen. Oh, gotta love it. Gotta love it every second of it. This lady, she's not afraid of a nice tan. She's got that beautiful anime hair color. It makes no fucking sense, but you see, like, that's some purple ass lovely hair right there. She's got the ponytail. So Kyon's a fan. I got Kyon's vote already too. Kyon's in. You know that. She's got
Kyon?
From Haruhi, from previous conversation.
It's Ray in anime form.
That will also work. We got similar vibes going on. Not only that, this woman is so strong that she only has to wear certain clothes or her power will destroy her uniform. That's how strong she is. All right, that's what I'm looking for. I want a strong, independent woman, and Yoruichi sure comes swinging when it comes to that. And she only gets better and better and faster and stronger and even bigger cat ears too down the line if you keep reading the series. Which
wait, huh? What?
Wait,
let me check the notes. I missed that memo.
Yeah, because I was gonna say I don't think Miles actually saw her final Ultra Instinct form.
Well, guys, what? Because I'm assuming it's a Bankai?
Kind of.
Because I think, doesn't everyone get a Bankai at the end of the day? Even once they're not supposed to get a Bankai?
Kubo got a little...
you get a Bankai.
He ordered a little too much Hunter, maybe is what I would describe her final form.
Everyone gets a Bankai.
But if you like cat girls, once again, have I got a cat girl for you on this show, on this character, let me tell you. She's got the tan, dark skin. She's got the unique yellow irises. So you want that unique size, something that stands out, fights for what she believes in, keeps it a bit of a mystery. Cat girl. What else is there to say? What else do you want in a nice, strong female protagonist?
I roll my sleeve up here. Give me a sec.
All right, so that's what I'm saying. I think I'm gonna end it there. I think I said enough. I'm poor Miles out of a chance to have a comeback here. And see why Tohru from a little show that's called Fruits Basket.
I know.
It was so bad they had to redo it all over again to try to convince you.
Now I feel like perfect solid. Like I warmed up. I did my stretching exercises, moved around.
Cell lost, right?
Don't use my analogy against me. Anyway, so Tohru from Fruits Basket. What a bundle of sunshine we're talking about here. This poor girl's been through a lot. She lost her mother. she lived in a tent for like most of her life, going to school from the tent. Now anyone knows she lives in a tent. She went to the Soma family that she found a place for her to kind of fix it because that family screwed up. They're talking about
they are fucked up. I'll give you that.
The central family, that family's really fucked up. But like without her, that family, I don't know how the family put that stuff back together because to need someone like her to kind of like see the goodness and in events, kind of like point out the flaws, trying to deal with the silliness of like just dealing with when your family, when your worker's family turns to random animals just because they excited, they poof, they become a mouse, cat. You gotta need a caretaker to take care of all of that, and so that we don't get any trouble shenanigans. And I said, a tragic backstory. Her kind of being a lonely bird, they can find her own place in the world. And eventually, only Gary Ball because she's kind of like by herself. It doesn't really. She's very bland by herself, but she tries to go through the pain, tries to see the good of things, and tries to deal with it because it's rough out there. Fun fact: her eyes are blue in the first anime, but actually, her eyes are brown.
I was gonna say, I feel like that's correct.
But like first anime is always kind of like the little like the character.
We don't believe in the mangaka. We know better than the original author.
But the second one's more like her art
faithful.
Style more.
It's the
more,
Brotherhood of the Fruits Baskets.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like second after. I think it's second one after Fruit Basket. The Brotherhood that got the second remake or the true form.
Probably question mark.
It's like she's like a bundle of sunshine. It's like you feel down like at least like just see the positive things and try to like look at because she's been through a lot. So you need someone that went through a lot to kind of like say, what, my problems are not as bad as her problems were.
Sounds like baggage.
Of course, you went baggage. And no, she's not. She's not turned to a cat. No, she's
boo. Togashi boos.
But like someone nice to talk to, kind of just chill out, relax. That's the girl you want to go to. And end my turn.
But can she kick my ass? That's the important question we need to ask her.
Maybe she doesn't need to get ass kicked. Maybe
you deserve to get your ass kicked.
Maybe mentally, maybe get your ass kicked, but not only get it physically.
Nah, I want both. Let's do both. I settle for one.
Yeah, so I conclude my turn.
All right, brother. All right. I guess I have to know. Hey, me. Yes. What did you think about Miles? I think he sucks. That's what I think.
What is it? What's like wrestling now? What are we doing now?
Apparently, I'm also trying to hype up myself. Apparently.
I think he's.
I think he sucks. I think his waifu is garbage and belongs in the trash. Bring out the trash can from the stage. Oh, Nishipo! Poor Tohru's back in the trash can tent she belongs in. She's a nice girl. I'll give you that, brother. I'm sticking mine.
It's not everything, just to let you know.
It's a lot. It carries a lot for me, brother. It carries a lot.
What's not everything?
Speed.
Oh, okay.
I mean, works for Sonic, all right? And look how far he is. He's still a mascot 20 years later, and he's got terrible games, and he's still popular. So you tell me. You tell me what's carrying him. I don't know, but speed's got to be one of them.
Probably not Sega Japan.
That too. And brother, I imagine you're still sticking to your horses.
I am sticking to my guns. You're not going to change them for one dollar.
At least you're still strong this time, brother. You didn't crumble like a fold like a lawn chair. So thank you for that.
I roll my sleeves up to everyone know. I roll my sleeves up because I know a fight's coming.
He was ready. He got prepared. All right, Frank. So it leaves it to you, my friend. Which of our best girls we moving on to the next round?
Wow. Have you ever watched Parks and Rec?
Yes.
You know that part where they're talking about eating meat, and then they're like, "Let me make you a vegetarian burger," and he makes this beautiful burger. He does all this stuff, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, this is so good." In the end, I'm gonna stick to the meat. Stick to the meat. And
is that nice dark charred crispy meat there, Frank?
It doesn't even need ketchup.
That just sounds weird.
Nice, nice grilled tan. Can't go wrong with a nice tan fit lady. That's what I always say. Alrighty, so Yoruichi is now moving on to the finals.
I guess you guys don't like sunshine, I guess, no?
Happiness? Who needs happiness when you could have speed and a strong fist?
When the fist will do the talking, I guess.
That's all you need. That's a fisting that'll fix all your problems. That's out of context. That's terrible. All right, we have another. Oh no, no. We're gonna change it up. We're gonna change it up. I just realized because me and Miles just went up back to back, so I'm gonna give us a little break. Gonna give us a break. We're working on the fly here on Taku Taku Podcast. It's not perfect.
He's down, man. He's down.
All right, we're gonna give a break. And poor Frank, he lost the coin flip, if you will, for this bracket today. Because Frank is fighting against himself. So poor Frank, he is battling Kaguya. Is that right? From Gintama? Kagura. Okay, Kagura from Gintama, and the very recent and popular Momo from Dan to Dan. I've seen Dan to Dan, so I can help you on that. And that department, Frank, if you want me to take over, or would you like Miles to take over it and cheer for Momo? Or do you want to do it both yourself, Frank?
I don't want to do both, but I don't know who to choose.
Yeah. Flip a coin, Frank.
You're pretty good with the speeches.
There you go. Like I let you because you might win for me.
All right. Well,
you might beat me.
It's your own pick. All right, Frank. Well, I will try my best to represent Momo from what I know and remember from that show.
That is funny.
I was too busy with all the weirdness
Here,
happening.
I need you to beat me. What? What?
All right, Frank. Well, then, Frank, I'll ask you to go first if you'd be so kind and tell everyone out there why Kagura from Gintama is worth your vote.
Well, I don't know if you've noticed, but I like redheads.
I'm trying to notice a trend here, Frank. He's a man of his word, as I teased before.
Although I'm not sure Miki counts as a redhead, but certain sunlight, it made me think she was a redhead.
With the right amount of lighting, we can get there. We can get there.
So she's kind of like the more famous version of Miki, sort of same attitude. She's super strong, by the way.
Okay. Oh, so, all right. Got my attention here.
They're just basically humans that are super strong. I don't know much about it because I didn't get past like 100 episodes of this.
Fake fan.
Gintama is like Seinfeld, where every episode is just its own thing.
Yes, the little I know of it.
And then suddenly, like episode 150, they're like, maybe we should do it in like a arc. Anyways, it's just funny because things are happening and she just comments out of context. Like there could be trapped in jail and then be like, oh, I want my meal to be this, and it's like, are you not worried about us being in jail? So yeah. I just enjoy a girl that can make me laugh.
Okay.
Unlike you, probably not a girl that can beat me up, a girl that can defend me.
Be my shield.
Yes,
I cannot fight.
That's why I picked the sword in Kingdom Hearts, and Frank picked the shield.
Yes. Defense is important. Wins championships.
You know what? You don't need deep. If you just plow through with the sword, you don't need no shield.
Basically it. She's just a funny girl and doesn't give. She's like really rude, but I'm hoping she's good inside. I don't really know.
She's a tough exterior, nice, soft, innocent, nice inside.
Somewhere in there is a heart somewhere.
Because you know how in shows they're like, oh, they show the tough side, and then like at one point they're like, oh, you know what, she's a really good person.
Right.
They never do that in this one. So
we're getting there. It's after the one where you're stopped, Frank. The next episode, that's when it gets there. That's when it gets good. All
right, that's it. I don't really have much to say. She's my stereotypical type that I always describe. Redhead, can ball,
okay.
And it's not Mary Jane.
How tall, Frank? How tall on the scale?
I don't know. I have no idea. It's just hard to tell with animes.
We gotta bring out the. In the next episode, there was the basketball episode, Frank.
But probably 5'4". She's a point guard.
Okay, well there you go. I can balling. You don't have to be the center or something like that. It'll work. All right, so now I have to promote. Why
you gotta help Frank?
I'm going to try my best because personal little science. Maybe not my favorite gal out there, I'll say. But I will try my best. Try my best.
Good defense here.
A good actor. I'm going to pull a Rin, and I'm going to put on my acting face. Momo from Dan to
acting.
I know. Thank you. Oscar already. I got her name right. I did. Oh, I nailed it. Momo is a girl. This is true. And
redhead.
She's a redhead. She's got unique earrings. She can also fight, to give her credit. She maybe not Yoruichi directly fighting combat, doesn't have the same amount of speed, but she's got the hands. Oh, the hands, baby. The things she could do with those hands are magical. Yes.
I guess architect the
psychology. What do you say? Psychology. She's got a degree in psychology.
Well, I guess psychosis. I don't know, This is Esper or psychic?
Yes, psychic Esper. I guess. Where's Haruhi when you need her? But yes, Momo. She is a Garu. For those who are familiar with a Garu, she's a very uppity, cool kind of gal who's got a lot of style and flair, and doesn't care what people think about her. She has a terrible track record with men in the beginning of the show, but that turns around when she meets the main protagonist.
It's her name is, I guess that's it for her.
And she folds like a lawn chair, just like Miles. So, but
who put this chair
but
here?
she gets back up and she deals with the card she's dealt with, and she is thrown in alien situations and other freaky situations, and she still holds her own. So like I said, she could fight, so that's good. I like to see that in a little lady.
And the little old lady?
No, that's the other character. That one, not so much. I mean, if you like cat girls, have I got the character for you? But that's a different fight. That's next season's March Madness. We'll save that for next year. But no, back to Momo. So yeah, redheads. She's got the thick eyebrows. If you like thick eyebrows, have I got a gal for you? I'm trying to remember what else Momo's known for. She's kind of a tsundere, but also a bit of a psychopath with her tsundere tendencies, I would argue. But if you like Haruhi, then there's some similarities there, so that's good.
Well, she does speak her mind a lot, at least.
She does speak her mind. Well, she doesn't, and that's where I get a little with her. You're not helping, Miles. You're distracting me. I'm trying to stay focused on the positives only. Yes. She is strong. She's got magical powers. She helps out the main protagonist. This is good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to tap out here. I got nothing. I got nothing here. She's all right. Is my answer. But this is Frank's choice, and I'm trying my best.
Thank you. You're great. I mean, Ren is gonna be out of the job soon.
Yeah, I can smell that Oscar from here. So let's go. Well, let's hear. Well, since it's a Frank and Frank battle, so maybe we'll say Frank for last.
Frank battle.
All right, Miles. Let's ask you, Miles, since you haven't spoken in a minute. Out of that amazing debate, which way are you swinging? Which was your vote for, brother?
I feel bad for saying this, but I don't know. Gintama was on the list because I know it's a very popular anime stuff. I don't know much about that other than I know. The character I seen the character.
I know what she looks like.
The Shonen Jump, the game, right? The Shonen Jump, the DS one that we got.
Oh, Ultra Stars.
Yeah. So that's the only time I've seen her. Other than that, I have.
She's in all the other ones.
So I guess Momo wins for me because I don't know what the other girl is.
All right, fair
by
enough.
default, I don't know.
I will now vote here, and yeah, give me the other girl. Give me Gintama because I'm just not a Momo fan. I'm just not. She's the wrong side of tsundere that doesn't work for
wrong
me.
Wrong side of tsundere. Put that on the podcast.
Yeah,
I put that on the podcast right there.
I'm gonna go with the wild card, let's say, and that will be my vote. So Frank, it is up to you, my friend. Which is only fitting for it is a Frank versus Frank fight.
Frank versus Frank.
Who will be moving on in the next round, Frank?
This is kind of an easy one for me.
And
Kagura wins.
Oh.
Momo barely made the cut. It's their hair.
The hair. No hair game.
The hair. I needed
too short.
I needed a fifth. I needed a fifth red hair.
She wasn't red enough. Wasn't the true red. Just the kind of it's reddish, right?
No, but I think to be fair to Momo, she made me laugh. I like that they were in like super danger and they were just thinking about other things at the time. But like
that's true. There's a little similarity between those two.
It sounds like kind of funny, where like they're worried about each other's feelings instead of being worried about the alien that's about to eat
it's about to kill them. Yeah. That's true.
So I thought that was kind of funny, and I kind of appreciated how, at least to me, it felt like things didn't get dragged out too much because it felt like it could have gone in that direction. Like, oh, we're off. No, we're on again. Oh, we're off. It's just like it happened once, and then okay, now we're over it. And it didn't make me feel like she was a bad person, as opposed to the total opposite of Kagura. I have no idea what she ever did.
She's a mystery
All I know is that she loves food, and she can
put it down,
beat you up.
Okay, well she likes to eat and she likes to fight. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, Kagura's way funnier.
There you go. Alrighty, then let's see. Our next matchup will then be. We'll go to the previous lineup here with me and Miles yet again.
Oh,
round 2.
And we have.
The rest is over.
We have the. Let's look at. I'm gonna say this name and react to see if Frank's reaction here. See if he has an idea who this person is. I've definitely seen the show. We have Ichigo, not from Bleach.
Oh,
but from Darling in the Franxx. Have you seen Darling in the Franxx?
No.
Frank.
No.
It's your own show, Frank.
I'm sorry, just not vain. I don't know.
Smart man. He sees beyond himself. That's a good man. And then we have, which I'm pretty sure everyone has seen, we have Riza Hakai from Fullmetal Alchemist.
Ooh, you know what? If redheads didn't exist,
Blondes.
blondes.
Blondes are set runner-up. We learned something new here.
Oh, more. We add to the Frank
The
lore.
lore. The lore is
Frank lore.
expanding.
It would have been Risa, Andrew 18.
Oh, wait, okay.
That's next year's roster once again.
That's a different bracket.
The runner-up, the blondes.
The
Team Blonde.
yeah, the NIT bracket.
Win Reed.
This is NCAA one. The other one's the NIT. The lower bracket.
Europa League.
So there you go. Those are beyond matchup this time. So Miles, I'll ask you to go first, brother, if you'd be so kind, and let everyone out there know why people should be voting for
The lesser known Ichigo.
Yes, the maybe not as popular Ichigo. If you say that name first thing you talk to an anime friend, they're gonna be like, "Woo!" But no, Ichigo, the blue-haired girl from Darling in the Franxx.
Yeah. She's I guess she's the leader. I guess it's like the pseudo leader of the whole group.
True.
She's very I guess she's pretty much like a leader. Pretty much like she knows what to do in situations. Kind of have a nice calm level head, even though like he's going like backwards wildly sometimes. In fact, she's able to deal with the fact that her crush does not like her as much as she does him, because the girl has done it.
Well, I mean, not every. I mean, when your rival is a pink hair,
sorry, Klaxor, right?
it's hard to beat. What's 2-0? What's her name?
0-2.
0-2. That's what it is. Which, by the way, doing research for this episode, she ranks very high amongst the anime community.
I think so.
I did not realize that.
Well, she's like a Daredevil, right? It's more like she tries to. She's strong sometimes, but she's also like
Wait, which one are we talking about now?
Ichigo.
Oh, okay.
But so she's very strong when she has to be, and kind of has no.
She puts up a front, but when the doors are closed, she has she shows her emotions.
Yeah,
she's
she knows
a solid brick wall.
But when the situation's like desperate, you need a calm level head. She's there. Dealing with opposite, I guess, interests for both sides. Because there's that girl that likes her too. Remember, the girl with freckles and I think purple hair.
Vaguely something I remember like.
It gets very weird, Darling Franxx. It's an analogy about
to outer space. Every one of us is the last thing I'll say.
But overall, she like you said, like she's very good at higher emotions when she has to be. But she does when the cameras are off or
right.
She's more very true emotions, and her dealing with the fact that I lost the war, but but she still keeps going.
She's a straight shooter, honest.
Not like totally like pines for the guy for like 10,000 years, and like no, she moved on. But overall, she's a nice person. She's very strong. She knows what to do in a leadership position. She rallies the team leaders when the team's too busy trying to do her own shenanigans here and there. So knows when to, I guess, fight against the peers when she has to. Technically, at the end, and that's why she wins. Or
she should win.
She should win.
All right, Miles. You did a decent job. I'll give you credit, bro. That was one of the better performances. So yes, my argument why everyone should be picking Riza Hakai for the better vote in this time around is loyalty. This girl is honest as you can be. She's a straight shooter as fuck, quite literally with the gun, might I add too.
Yeah.
Because not only when her father, who is known to be the flame alchemist of the very one of the most highest power levels in the Fullmetal universe, and reveals only her secrets to herself by literally, by the way, spoilers, here we go, by literally spreading the secret recipe to become a flame alchemist on her own skin, on her back. This lady, she's tough. She's gone through a lot. She could take literally physical pain, and the trauma she has to go through with holding the secrets of having the knowledge of what it takes to become the next flame alchemist out there, and is a very secret that she has to hold dear to herself. Yeah. And only the select few, including of course Roy Mustang himself, who becomes the successor of that, because he was the student and blah 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 blah, as you familiar with the show. So once again, there's that trauma backstory you get to get with it. So like I said, loyal to her father, and of course to Roy Mustang himself, because when Roy Mustang has the pursuit of becoming the next ruler or Führer in the Fullmetal Alchemist universe, trying to make the world a better place in his own vision, she is like, all right, I believe in you. My father believed in you. You've shown me what you're really made out of. You're the inheritor of this power that only certain people, only a few trustworthy people can handle. And she believes in him, and she supports him 1,000%, and probably has his back constantly all the time. As I mentioned before in my previous selection, you can see maybe I have a certain type maybe happening here.
I know.
This lady is fighting against all these homunculus and all these alchemists with all their magical mumbo jumbo. And all of she is a human being
with a gun.
With a gun. And girls with guns, kind of hot. Kind of hot. Just going to be honest. And this lady,
bang,
like,
bang, shoot,
she
shoot.
don't miss. So not only does she have the cojones, the balls to fight against all these freakazoids and their demons and all their broken anime powers, and she goes out in the fight, and she actually puts up a hell of a fight, which is I'm all about. We've talked about. We had a little Daredevil action earlier this podcast.
A little Batman action.
A little Batman, a little Punisher, all these freakazoids and all the powers and all the mumbo jumbo. And at the end of the day, a little bit of smartness and a little bit of firearms gets the job pretty close to being done. Like I said, when she holds up her weight against, I think it's Gluttony, if I remember right, against it, and literally taps into like, oh, these guys might be strong, but a bullet to the head solves a lot of fucking problems. Let me tell you. So there's that. Did I mention she's blonde? Blonde fans, have I? Come on. Strong lady, blonde hair, looks great. Hair tied up, hair down. Either way, you win, gentlemen. You win either way. Short hair, long hair. She loves dogs. Oh my goodness, a dog lover too, gentlemen. What else can we ask for?
Oh, I know. It's
fit, strong, independent, loyal to a fault, loves dogs. Jesus Christ, what else do we want? She could ball. I think she's a little above average height, if I remember right. I want to say that's true. What else do you want?
I know. Like it might be like the heavy from like Meet the Heavy, right? They're like, oh, don't be a sorry. Yeah, they really are. But I doubt they can smell a bull.
Exactly. So that's what it is. And like I said, in the latest series, when things just get crazy and crazy, she's always there. She's always in the mix. She's holding her own weight despite all these Looney Tunes. You know, that's someone I want. I want someone who's got my back and is going to put up a hell of a fight. And boy, does she put up a hell of a fight throughout the rest of the series. And is the reason why you should be picking Riza Hawkeye. She's so cool. I know what her last name is instantly without having to look up. Hawkeye. Who doesn't want your last? If you marry this lady, your last name can be Hawkeye.
I don't think that's how that works. I guess in Japan,
in Japan, you marry into the family, all right?
I guess
don't you want to be a Hawkeye, Miles?
No, you're right. Technically, yeah, you can't do that. I don't think you can.
Your filthy Americanism is showing, Miles, and it's disgusting.
I'm
just so disappointed. And with that, I will end my argument. So we're back to Miles.
Fuck.
Miles?
I'm screwed.
Miles, how are we feeling about blondes?
Ichigo, I'm sorry, we're not going to win this one. I can feel this already.
I'm sorry, girl. I can't help you.
I can't win this fight. I tried to Tohru too. Damn it.
You folding, brother?
No, I'm not folding, but it's like
you're still sticking.
I know how this is gonna end. So I'm just preparing for it.
All right then. Well, I tried.
Close your eyes, son. It's gonna be fine.
I try. All right then. Yes, I'm still sticking. Ichigo, she's a nice girl. I know, but she's not, honest.
But she's not hot. Riza though.
Well, Riza's got. We don't know if she's a dog lover. Ichigo dog lover. We don't know. We don't know this, so and that's important. I'm a big dog fan. Goofy. She take down 0-2 instantly.
Oh yeah.
Blondes beat pink hair every time. I guarantee it. So Frank, it's up to you officially, my friend. What way are we choosing?
You didn't even have to say
it. Just had to say the names.
Yes.
And who are we going with, Frank?
Hawkeye.
He wants to be a Hawkeye.
I have a character in Maple Story called
Hawkeye. To be fair, I did not know that.
Married into the family.
I did not know that. It was a happy coincidence, all right? That's
my archer.
A happy accident, I believe Bob Boss would say. All right.
It was a bad matchup. I'm going to say it's a bad matchup.
This is a random matchup, to be fair. This was a random generator with ever so slightly modifications.
It's like the HC going against the number 1 seed. You're going like, oh, this ain't going to be.
Yeah, by the way, people who are listening to this podcast and are chewing out their pillow right now or screaming at the car, this was not based on popularity. I'll tell you that right now because it'd be a very different bracket. And I even made that bracket. You would have been bored up to tears with us as well. So now we're going to go back to a Frank, and I'll be nice. I'll even Frank once again. I'll let Frank choose an opponent because we have Frank's Attack on Titan's Sasha, aka Potato Girl. But he's not facing himself technically, but who he is facing is everyone's favorite gal, Hinata. From Naruto.
Oh my god, you gave her a hard matchup.
So yes, that is your choice. And like last time, Frank, I'll let you choose who would you like to represent Hinata this time around. Unless you wanna double duties, Frank, again.
I think I should do both because that
Okay,
way
Frank. Alright.
you won't know who I want more.
All right,
There you go.
Keep us and the listeners in the mystery. All right, Frank. So
Right.
who would you like to start off with, Frank?
I guess I'll start with Potato Girl.
All right, Potato Girl. What's Potato Girl
Potato Girl.
got to offer us, Frank?
Good golly, I feel like all my girls are the same. Redhead, they make me laugh. They can fight. And they are generally worried about other things other than the main thing going on.
Like, what's for lunch?
Yes. I mean, she's called Potato Girl for a reason.
This is true.
Always eating potatoes. Always doesn't limit herself to potatoes because she likes other stuff too.
The memes on the potato scene alone.
Yeah,
She made a franchise for herself.
Yeah, I think even people that don't know, that haven't watched.
You never seen it, but you've seen her.
You've seen her.
You've seen the picture.
And it's just I mean, it made me want to get a potato. And maybe I was out of potatoes, but now I'm back.
And I love potatoes all over again. I'm gonna get some right now.
Yeah, because someone was like, "Oh, they make you fat." I'm like, "Really? All right."
Nah, carbs are good.
But then Potato Girl's like, "Oh."
I do like when General like looks at her and like you see him just kind of like you just can't believe like, are you serious right now?
Yeah, and he's like, "You can have half," and it's clearly not half.
Not even close.
Yeah, I just like how her whole persona revolves around food, and then the more you learn about her, it's like, oh, well, starving.
Right, her whole childhood, she had no
so-
food, so
so-
anytime she could eat, right?
Yeah, it's just like, oh, now it makes sense. She just wasn't being like this rebellious, dumb character.
Right, there's logic to it.
At first I thought she was just a gag character, but then ends up holding her own in the fight, and then
True.
And the last thing and probably the most important thing I want to say about this one is that this one sounds so rude. It's like this person, like, is that probably the whole story revolves around her. if
A good amount, yeah.
well,
I guess
at the very least,
spoiler warning, maybe.
big spoilers.
All right, spoilers for Attack on Titan.
Like the whole season 4, like kind of, she's the catalyst.
True.
Well, I mean, she's great. I think I've said enough about Potato.
All
Girl.
right, Sasha.
Put the potato down.
She's a good girl. She's a good girl.
All right. Now, Frank, don't defend yourself. No.
All right, Frank. Now fight against yourself again.
Now back to me.
How does that make you feel about Frank?
Well, I'm very confident of that weak statement.
His argument was terrible.
I
I'm
know.
about to throw in his ass.
I'm not even sure he likes her.
You know, I'm on keto. I don't do potatoes.
Well, Hinata's very a nostalgic girl, how they like to say, and
Mm.
they love to use that word in Naruto.
Yeah, they do.
Out of, I would say, all the girls in Naruto, she's definitely my favorite, the best one. Sakura, that's an easy.
Yeah.
That's an easy out.
Who?
And then there you have Ino, who is like the dumb blonde, which is like another easy knockout.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Even the redhead sucks in this one.
Yeah, the poor redheads. Poor Frank. Is even the redhead game is pretty weak in the show.
I know. So Hinata's a shy girl, loyal because she's always into Naruto.
Yeah,
and
she's a believer since day one.
even though with the almighty Sasuke nearby, she's like, no, I only
Nah,
got-"
she knew. She's a smart gal. She knows what's up. That guy's in trouble. That boy's nothing but trouble.
She has the true sight with those Byakugan, so
She sees all, man. She sees all, baby.
Uh-huh.
she can fight.
True,
She's
true.
a fist fighter. I would say she's more ninja-like than most characters in the show.
She just, that is awesome. No orange jumpsuits bouncing around now.
I think she probably has one of the best scenes in the whole series when she gets beat up.
The pain fight.
Yeah, I think that's
yeah.
one of the more impactful and a true sign of love. I would
Yeah,
say.
win a level 4, folks. Remember, win the straight, no shot, no chaser. Win the straight level 4.
Yeah, wow, I'm doing a terrible job against myself. I think it's just cute. Like every time she tries to talk, she just like fumbles it, and we're like, oh, Hinata.
Ah,
And if you watch the fillers, she gets naked.
I vaguely
Why?
remember something like that.
Yeah, you remember? She goes to like, for some reason, she goes to dance in the middle of the night,
Right. Fuck. Why do I remember this now? Jesus Christ.
Maybe it's a good name for
As the kids would say, I think you just unlocked a core memory there.
Why did you watch this?
Goddamn filler. I don't know. I was young and stupid, Frank. God, I watched all the original Naruto fillers.
All of it? All of it.
All of it. It's around the corner. Shupidin's around the corner.
I would watch the fillers hoping I'm like, oh, catch a glimpse of non-fillers. No, maybe they'll say something.
So bad.
I even watched the one where they mailed the card.
Oh, God.
I'm getting off topic here. Hinata.
Yes.
Beautiful eyes.
She's got
if you ever wanted eyes without what do you call it?
Pupils? There you go.
She's your gal.
She's your gal. Nice and simple.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say about her.
Well, that's why she's
she's shy.
The people's champion, I guess.
She is probably the best girl without much competition, as Frank already teased at. Now
she's definitely the
poor Tintin.
If you go to Boruto, she's definitely like the best mom.
She is definitely best mom.
She has the most overpowered kids.
This is also true for the little I know. She's family oriented,
good
so
genes,
that's what you're looking
genes.
for. Good genes, strong genes. She got to pass down that magic eyeball, and she passes down that magical eyeball. Hinata, a good choice, I would argue. Alrighty, Frank. Now it is the poor struggle
Frank,
between.
you must struggle with yourself.
Frank, fight yourself.
Ooh, all right.
Let's ask Frank first who he would choose.
Haymaker after haymaker. If I choose Sasha, I'm betraying my childhood.
Childhood crush.
And then if I choose Hinata, I'm betraying redheads.
That's true.
I wouldn't.
She's blue. She's like almost the opposite of red.
I wouldn't be a true redhead lover.
Good point.
Is that a title the award?
Oh, it's Frank's title for sure. On this podcast, it definitely is.
I'm gonna go with Sasha.
Sasha.
Mean, that red gene is just too strong for me to resist. Strong.
He just likes the color.
I like what I like. I like what
that's what we're here to find out today, gentlemen. What we like is what we like, all right? Redheads, Frank has teased this since almost episode 1 of this podcast. It's staying strong and true.
Frank's like, well, this girl could cook, clean, do everything. But she's not redhead though.
Ooh, that's like minus. That's like a lot of points.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
We went from an A+ to like a C- at best. Alrighty, Miles. Let me ask you, Miles. Who are we going for? You're not all right.
Whoa, no.
He didn't even hesitate, man. Speaking about shooting straight and honest.
Tell us why.
I like.
He likes the shy girls.
He likes what he likes.
Blue hair? Is it blue hair, my friend?
When she almost died, how far in the riddle went? Not to level 1 tail, not level 2 tail. He almost destroyed the whole damn world for her.
All right, so gentlemen, it's up to me. This is a tough. I think out of all our matches so far, this is the one I'm like.
This is to know everybody. This is the hard one upon this bracket so far.
I feel like so far we had in this tournament bracket. Frank made good points on both cases.
Did I? Because I felt like I was fumbling both.
No, you did good. You did good, Frank.
Frank, you did the best of what we got because it's tough.
It's tough. I am going to have to trust my heart. What can I tell you? I grew up with that little ninja boy. Hinata was easily the best girl in that show. And I honestly was surprised that we end up with Hinata to be the best girl of the series. And so it was good to see her win. And you know what? She's just going to keep on winning here on the podcast. Hinata takes the win this time around.
Oh. Pre-time skip Hinata or post-time?
When I think of her, because I know the easy one is go to the pain fight, right? But I remember before that, when she has to fight Neji during the Chunin exam. To me, that was the more...
I just meant in her looks, but thank you.
Oh, looks too. I mean, blue hair.
I like the short hair.
You want short or long hair?
Yeah.
Oh, you said you want a detail. I thought you wanted... You didn't say hairstyle, Frank.
Wait, let me put this...
I give you a quicker answer if you just want a hair.
Let me put this on the Frank lore. The Frank lore over here. So short hair.
Short hair, yes.
And the answer is also short hair, Frank. The short hair.
Okay. And if you're talking about with Riza Hawkeye, hair up.
Oh, hair up. It's a close race, but if I have to choose Hera.
The ponytail, Hera. Oh, there we go.
Let's go. This is not close.
That's a different bracket.
It's a little close for me.
That's a different bracket for next year.
Depends on my day. I might change the answer, but probably still Hera. All right. We're moving on here on our bracket here. We have 2 more matches before we move on to our next round.
Oh, that is so we're still there.
We're still there. The next round will be a little bit quicker, gentlemen, but we'll milk a little bit longer with each girl gets a proper time here on the podcast. Our next matchup is a Ray versus Miles showdown once again.
Round 3.
If we're going by our instincts, Frank is going to be the deciding vote, and I don't know if he has seen either one of these shows. So we will see which way the domino will fall. For Miles, we have the main protagonist question mark of Haruko from Idolmaster. Is that right, Miles? Haruka. Okay.
Definitely seen this.
I was gonna say, Frank, huge fan of Idolmaster. Tune into the episode of what was the idol show again? Yohane, yes.
You know what?
Frank was a huge fan of that show.
Yohane has it did what it's supposed to do, and let's leave it at that.
There
All right,
you go.
everyone.
So
Make
Frank,
mine.
this is already biased fight. I'm an uphill
missing
fight.
that game though. I just remember this right now. There's the hell game I missed.
And being the '90s junkie that I am, and probably one of the original waifus there is to crush on.
When that's not cool.
When you're a '90s kid.
I hate this already. I don't like this.
Miss Ray, aka.
Oh well, then get.
See, when you say Ray in waifu,
we're not gonna win.
you're
this
probably
fight.
thinking.
We're not
you're
gonna win
probably
this fight.
thinking of Ava. No. I've come to play ball. I've come to play the real major leagues out here.
Oh no.
I'm talking about goddamn Sailor fucking Mars. All right.
Oh, we're screwed down. All
right. That's the Ray Hinaro, something like that. I think.
All right, we're gonna get up. That's it. All right.
That is who I am champion for
I plead
in
the
this
fifth.
fight.
Tap out.
Alrighty, brother. Why should we be picking Haruko?
Man, I felt like we get bad pulls right here. I should really pull him tomorrow.
Welcome to random.
So Haruka is I guess she's like the main girl because there's like 13 of the original Idolmaster, 13 of them.
Jesus Christ.
But she's like the poster girl. No, the girl
she's on the cover.
She's on the cover. She's the one everyone knows the most. She's very happy more cheerful or more energetic, I guess. And everyone kind of sees it, even though things are down, she tries to see the positive things. I guess she has a catchphrase, that she always says.
Believe it?
No, that's how she's Haruka.
That's her catchphrase. That's a me.
Yeah, well,
did I do that?
It's in context. You have to need the context for it, I guess.
Tete Bayo?
But overall, so I guess she was one. I finished her. I guess her route first. I guess when I played Idolmaster on the PSP.
You went for the main protagonist?
Yeah.
Aren't you a boring fucker?
Well, I mean, she's the one that's like what? She's the most.
All right, what's her personality? What does she look like for those who don't know? Because I fucking don't know.
She has short hair. She has. She has
red hair.
Brown, more brownish than red. She has ribbons in her hair. Like I said, she's very energetic and go-getter attitude. It's very hard to put her down. Though she does in anime, like halfway through, she does eventually mentally break down.
Life Cup brought her down.
I said that the anime like in the second season that things get dark, bro.
It becomes what's it? Oshinoko?
Not Oshinoko, but like for happy-go-lucky, we're doing cute idols, doing cute things like that, right? All of a sudden, when the producer gets injured and then like he almost died, and it shocked all the idols like in various ways. So that's like
producer song.
And I said I was like, oh, it's also A1 also did that anime too. So like there's money around. So
Animation's pretty.
Animation's pretty. Like I said, the opening act. They're only idol anime that I know so far that does all the animations by hand, like opening, because most of them usually cheat. Like Love Live usually kind of like uses like a little CG, but they just splice in like 2D animation here and there, so it's not totally jarring. And it's just like because her energy is very positivity, because we need positivity in the world, I guess. It's hard to look down around when she's kind of like, well, it's not as bad. It could be bad, but it also there's a good part of the thing too. So it's a more look on the outside, kind of like Tohru in a way, but like in idol form, I guess.
I'm starting to realize this is a trend for Miles. He likes the happy-go-lucky girls.
Life sucks.
This is true.
You want someone to like to either like nullify the pain, or at least like let you pay attention to this instead.
Nah, let's be miserable together.
Yeah.
And kick my ass while you're at it.
Let's be miserable. That sounds terrible.
So's life.
But that's Haruka. I do have I think she was the one where I have a figure of her I got from the Swamp Meet. Don't only tell me about from that goofy anime Swamp we went to that one time.
Anime Swamp Meet?
Yeah, the Swamp Meet. We went to the convention the first time around. And,
at the convention.
Yeah, because
I'm thinking like, what Swamp Meet is that in LA?
Because I found her before the doors opened. I bought her before anyone had a chance.
Oh, I get you. Now I understand. Alrighty. All right. So there's that.
Yeah, I know, and I'm screwed.
I'm gonna try my best. I'm in. This is might be my rustiest performance coming up to bat right now.
Look, this guy's better than 1,000. You know what? I might win 900.
It's been a minute since I've seen Sailor Moon in detail, so maybe I'm forgetting the few nuances of Sailor Mars.
Okay, Sailor Mars, right? Just double checking here. Sailor
I mean,
Mars.
first off, the first thing, Sailor Moon, we got Pluto, Mercury, we got all the Sailor Scouts or
Shout out to-
warriors,
shout
depending
out
which
to Sailor
version you
Mercury.
watch. They're all fighting crime and against these monsters and freakazoids and evil trees and planets and this and that.
Yeah.
That's a lot of hard work, right? That's a lot of effort. And these girls, they put up a hell of a fight and do everything, fight for the right what they believe in. But out of all these Sailor Scouts and warriors, there's only one of them that does all that in heels. And it's fucking Sailor Mars. Any gal.
Wait, hold a sec. Don't all wear heels?
Mm-mm. I'm pretty double checked.
I need to double go to the table. We need to double check. Because I thought they all wear.
No, I want to say no. I could be wrong. Well, she definitely wears the highest heels. I'll give you, maybe they do. But I'll tell you right now, she's definitely wearing the biggest heels she's got. And when you're fighting crime in heels, that's a badass. That's a badass right there, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you. So not only is this poor lady fighting crime in heels and kicking ass, she is quite literally the hottest gal out of the whole show because she, in her fiery power of Mars, is literally burning her enemies alive, which is quite hot. Let me tell you, it works. When hot is hot, that's just physics right there. Mars, the planet next to Earth, the closest planet instead of Mercury. Mercury, not bad. I did think about it.
Why didn't I thought of Mercury? I just thought this right now.
Yeah, there's that too. That's the easy answer. You coward. But Mars, like I said. So now she's checking all these boxes, fighting heels and crime. Got the red, long black hair. Sign me up. Because not only, like I said, is she literally hot, she's a shrine maiden. We're checking all the boxes here, gentlemen. She can fight. She looks great in heels, and she's got the Shrine Maiden. Let me tell you, how many people are checking the Shrine Maiden uniform filter box and all the different websites out there?
Yeah, there are a lot out there.
There's a lot. And boy, she looks good in a Shrine Maiden uniform too. Let me tell you, yeah, go along with Ray. Dark hair, I like a dark hair. Long dark hair. Her personality, little tsundere, definitely little tsundere, the classic tsundere a little bit. Likes it hot and cold. I don't know why she likes that bum. The guy's a bum and she needs to get rid of it. If you've seen the show, that guy's a loser. She deserves better. Come my way, Sailor Mars.
Wow, bro, just put it out there, huh?
I can do better. We can do better than that hobo, all right? Come on, Ray. Don't sell yourself short. You're better than that, Ray, all right? And that's why everyone should be voting for Ray. I think it's Hinoa, something like that. From Sailor.
I want to say Mercury? Is Ami? Maybe?
Yes, that sounds correct. But yes.
I was like, Asagi who?
Yeah.
Who?
It doesn't matter if you're watching
girl?
the original version from the 90s like us, you're watching for me, my original. The original being in Japanese. You can watch the new version. Sailor Mars is still the best Sailor warrior out of all the girls out there. And don't get me wrong, everyone has
I forgot about Sailor Mercury right now. Gosh darn it.
She'd probably be my second choice. I'll say that right now. But Sailor Mars takes home the cake for me. Color red, long legs, long hair, dark hair, little tsundere, and literally quite hot. What else could you ask for? What else could you ask for? All right, I'll be nice and end it there. I'll end it there. So Ray, yes. What did you think? I thought Ray's performance was amazing. And yeah, you got to go with...
Wait, Ray likes Ray? What?
Ray knows what Ray likes. And Ray likes Sailor Mars. All right?
Ray likes Ray. What?
Can't go wrong. So he's not changing his point. When your childhood crush still sticks, it still holds. I look forward. Ooh, is that actually maybe on the bracket? Oh no, her and Hinata. That's Ray. Future Ray's crumbling like a cheap shirt right now.
Future Ray's shirt in his pants right now.
A little bit. He's realizing that. But that's Future Ray's problem. Miles, what about current Miles? Is current Miles still happy with his choice?
Current Miles is done with this bracket.
Done with this podcast?
This current bracket sucks. Well, I'm going to stick with Haruka. I'm going to regret this.
All right, Frank. It's once again, you're the tiebreaker, Frank. How are you feeling, Frank? You want literally hotness, or do you want some idol girl?
Wow. Honestly,
positivity.
On a positive note, if this matchup was... No, I can't. It's not even positive.
Can't even get there.
No. I don't like anything you said about Sailor Mars. Yet, I can't pick...
Having said that, I even have less attraction or any interest in the opposing faction here.
What is this? Okay.
God damn. That's literally like the Curb thing. Having said that, you can just say whatever the fuck you want afterwards.
Any other matchup, Sailor Mars, I would have picked against her, but Rin would have won. The Ichigo dude would have won.
Not from Bleach.
Wrong one.
Still the wrong one.
But yeah, just I was looking at the picture and I'm like,
Well,
doesn't do nothing.
Sometimes she's
Not red hair. Don't look chic ball.
But she's
the other girls have better shoes. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Mars. I thought Mars was the green one. I'm like, yeah, heck yeah.
Oh, Frank's a Jupiter man. Oh, interesting. We learned something new today.
I like how that's the one who don't agree. I'm like, everyone's like, what's
the problem? Having said it before I rewatched Sailor Moon, I would have said Jupiter was my second favorite gal. But rewatching it, she's like, oh, she's kind of crazy. And on the good kind of way.
Well, she's very up and down. Let's just leave it.
That's the problem. Yeah, you think Mars sometimes might be a little too codependent on losers. Oh boy, poor Jupiter. Pick some.
And then there's poor Venus. Poor Venus is
Venus, who's lucky to be here because the funny part, she had her own original show, and then people like the bunny girl. Not to be confused with Haruhi. Anyway, all right. Our final bracket, gentlemen, for our original Sweet 16.
Are we there now?
Is a Frank and Ray matchup. We've been having it. This, I would argue, the Hinata and Sasha match was good. This might be better. I'm teasing. I'm hyping up. It's the last match. I'm doing my job as a host here. So for Frank, he has the classic. While my Haruhi is the queen of tsunderes, this is the OG tsundere. We have Asuka Langley from Neon Genesis. Evangelion. Evangelion.
Oh,
fancy. Even for you people who are short. And for me, sophisticated, the smart, the people who could stick around past the 9 episodes, rough part. We have Steingate's own Kurisu. All right, so that's the matchup we got going on here. Double redheads, back to redheads. The red hairs in common, personalities, not as much. A little bit, but maybe not as much.
All right. Well, good luck at this one. I feel sorry for Kurisu right now.
All right, Frank, you have the honors of going first, my friend. Why should everyone be getting excited of Miss Asuka after 20-something years of chasing this girl? We still keep buying her figures.
Wow, I am probably gonna fumble this one.
Confidence.
But having said that, she is the original redhead in my mind. I didn't even know they existed before her.
She made redheads.
She was like, oh, maybe redheads can work.
When Frank saw her first time, Frank's like, that's it.
Yeah, before this, they were outcasts. They were.
Okay.
No one talked about them.
Yeah,
forbidden fruits.
They lived in the village far away.
They were just a legend, a myth.
Okay. It's leopards, redheads. That's the kind of treatment they had.
Okay.
But yeah, she's German, I think.
Yes.
And she has redhead, of course.
Mm-hmm.
She treats the main character like shit, and he kind of deserves it.
I was gonna say he also kind of deserves it,
but it's her way of like being nice, not nice to him, but like showing she cares.
Yes,
which is if you're into that,
baby. Tell me more, Frank.
Boy, is
I like
your girl.
I like the emotional views.
She might be the craziest one out of
out of your picks. I would argue that's true, Frank.
It's for some reason it's alluring.
That's what it does.
I don't know what it is about it, but it's kind of like makes you feel good about yourself when you see someone crazier than you.
It helps. I'm not as crazy as this person.
So in her own way, she makes you feel good.
True.
That's a unique way to take that.
I agree.
She's a good pilot, I think.
Yes, she's quite good. She pilots that second Eva perfect. Red hair, just like herself. Redhead. Gotta love the color red. Mars approved.
Let's see. She's fit. I don't know how, cause
a lot of DDR.
What is that?
Dance Dance Revolution.
Oh,
from the anime.
Now I know what I need to get on.
There you go, Frank. If you played some DDR, you could meet some lovely redheads out there who are just a little bit of crazy.
Yeah. She's just a legend. Like she's a trend starter.
True.
How can you go against that? Like it's like if you're trying to choose between Michael Jordan and whatever bum wants to be the next Michael Jordan.
The second fiddle who doesn't deserve to be here.
Oh, okay, well, you're the next Jordan.
Okay, Ray, Nami, okay.
Poor Ray.
Yeah, poor Ray. Not me, Ray, other Ray.
How can you go against the legend?
All right, sounds like I got a little work ahead of me. I won't lie. This is not in my favor. Actor poker face. Here we go. All right, Asuka, sure. She's cute, she started the whole tsundere trend, isn't that?
Please say more.
But she's old news. All right, no one that was so 1994. And why don't we just watch Yu Yu Hakusho and Dragon Ball Z while we're at it? You old fossil, you.
So
We want something
we
more
want
modern.
We want solo leveling.
Yeah, something from 2000 and checking notes 9, 8. Much newer than that. Oh, don't want to remember what year we're in.
It's in 1080, 1080p.
All right, but Miss Kurisu from Steins Gate is redhead. So I haven't totally lost Frank instantly.
Points for there.
Points there instantly. And not only is she a redhead, she is probably, I would argue, the smartest gal we've had all day on our roster today so far. Luckily, Bulma didn't make the cut, so I have a chance with her. And when it comes to the smart points,
that's a challenge right there. Think of that.
This lady literally breaks time and space continuum with her theories and beliefs down the system as the show progresses. Spoilers for Steins Gate, I guess. This girl is so cool, so hip, so attractable that the show tries to kill her, but she refuses to die. All right? The show does everything in its power to get rid of her, but she goes, nah, fuck you. I break all the rules. I break destiny. I am fucking Steins Gate, baby. All right?
She does what Sasha couldn't.
Exactly. Poor Sasha. She tried her best. She dodged a couple bullets here and there, but the author came for her. Kurisu said, nah, fuck you, man. I do it my own way, all right? So she defied all logic and everything that literally cheated death, all right? So, if you want someone who's got your back, who is not afraid of any opponent, including the Grim Reaper, Mr. Light Yagami himself, have I got a gal for you. So like I said, super smart, very royal. She's also, if you like Asuka, but maybe you want to tone it down, something a little bit more actually believable. We also got a little tsundere preferences with a hot and cold. She, give a little jabs, not literally punches you across the face, but more of a nice verbal abuse, just the right amount of abuse. A guy
no strangling going on here.
All right, she's not. Yeah, definitely not getting up and sniping you across the face and trying to kill you against aliens.
Not a fister.
No, not a fister. Once again, out of context, sounds terrible. But yes. So if you still want that little spice in your life, you still get that with Kurisu. You just want a gal who's always there for you, no matter what timeline you're in. She's already got your back. She's even so cool and reliable. When the narrative is flipped in the movie, and if now she has to save the other main protagonist, whose name I forget all of a sudden. Okabe?
But I think that's not his real name.
I know that's like his sinister scientist name.
I just remember him calling himself Hohenheim, I think.
That might.
And him laughing. Oh.
Right, I was going to say. He's just the guy who goes, son of a bitch. But yes. But in the movie time, she steps up to the plate and managed to save his dumb ass and changes reality once again. No matter what reality, she's just rewriting history. This gal, like I said, she changes her own fate. And, like I said, I like a strong woman who's willing to fight what she believes. And this lady, she literally changes fate, even this and that. And once again, hey, VTuber fans, have you seen Steins Gate Zero? I'm just saying. Is that not a VTuber or not? I'm just saying. If you're hardcore and you're into VTubers, you got the... Kurisu also checks that box as well, all right? Don't settle down. Check all the boxes with the smartest gal in our anime bracket this year around. So I tried my best. All right, let's be slightly different. Miles, my friend. Who are we picking? Who are we picking in our bracket of the redheads?
Problem is, I feel if I don't choose, that's going to kick my ass.
She will. I will confirm that she will.
I think I'll go Kurisu.
Oh, Kurisu. All right.
Because, as much as, the thing, it's like Asuka, the problem with Asuka is like, for all...
She has no problem.
I see nothing wrong here.
For all, obviously she does a lot of crazy things normal people won't do in situations like that. She's also does the normal people do in normal situations. There's a little more, nothing's off limits for her sometimes. And especially when, I guess in the newer
movies
when she has the eye patch, it goes totally nuts.
She has a lot of frustration, anger towards everything in that situation.
Yeah.
Movies, or the last 2 movies in particular.
Yeah. So that's a little much.
Too much.
All right. Okay. She broke time. She stopped time. She went back and forth, alternating things like that, and then she has coffee and then moves on to her day.
Alrighty, Frank. Frank, did I sway you my way, or are you sticking with the original redhead?
Well, she was on my list of redheads I wanted to choose. I do like Steins Gate more than Evangelion. You're right. She's definitely the smartest girl. But Asuka is sugar in Spanish.
This is true. Is this true?
And I need my sugar.
Daddy needs his sugar. All right.
At the end of the day, Asuka made me feel things I never felt before. No, she's just
the original redhead once again.
It's a verbal abuse.
I just feel like she's too smart, and we would like not have good conversations. At least when I'm fighting Asuka, I'll know what we're talking about.
I know why she's beating my ass. Oh, it's because the thing I said and did. Oh, okay.
I forgot to take out the trash.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough. All righty. I'm here to break the tiebreaker. And you know what? I just can't help it. I gotta follow my heart. I'm addicted to the sugar too, Frank.
Shit.
We have an epidemic.
It's bad. It's bad.
You guys like verbal abuse. That's what the problem is.
Gonna need an insulin shot after this one, I think. But Asuka takes it again. She takes it again. God damn it. The original tsundere. I'm just tsundere, man. I like the abuse.
There were kids where we just chose everything except science.
So there you go. I backstabbed my own self.
The original tastes best.
All right. Original recipe. You can't go wrong. This is the Colonel knows what he's talking about. All right. Colonel's got good advice. Let me tell you.
KFC for the win.
Exactly. All righty, gentlemen. We're gonna speed things along here. Now we're on our second round of everyone.
10 years later.
Our first lineup here is speaking about tsunderes, the queen of tsunderes once again, Miss Haruhi Suzumiya versus Nodaka.
That's all I'm saying. I got shot in the dog again. Darn it. Let's do a bracket.
Miles, quickly.
This is a rig.
Any ideas or thoughts or prayers you want to give here?
I'm sorry. I don't think we're going to win this. Hold on. I'm sorry, girls. I don't think we're going to win this one either. I think we're screwed.
Gonna ace up that sleeve, brother?
I'm looking for it.
He's digging. Man is digging.
I'm digging hard right now. I don't know what to do here. Because, sure, she could read minds, and yes, she can know the situations, but can she beat a god? That's gonna be a tough one.
She could take that information. It's not gonna save her.
She's a good person.
She's a nice girl.
And she did her best.
She's cute. She's shy.
Just like the rest.
Like your shy
all
girls?
the rest of my picks so far. I try my best. I don't think this is done. I can conclude because I feel I know what's coming already.
All right, that's a bit of a white towel I believe I see on the floor next to Miles there. Haruhi Suzumiya. The show is named after her. Without her, there is no show. What is? It's not called Nodaka with the exclamation point question mark, is it? No, it's not. It's called the Melancholy Haruhi Suzumiya. It's called the irregular Haruhi Suzumiya. The disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya. She even disappears and she still sells. She's not even the goddamn show, and yet everyone shows up to the goddamn theaters. There's something about her that she's very alluring that you just can't put down. And like I said, when she's a god being and can rewrite the world and history just for your own pleasure and needs to keep things spicy and interesting, she's got you covered. Like I said, she'll make you stick in a time loop. And who doesn't want to be stuck in summer forever? When if you're in high school, you have no school, no work, no school, you can just enjoy the nice summer days with your friends over and over again. Sounds pretty nice. Bunny girls, what else is there to say? She don't look too bad on the bunny costume. Let me tell you that. Like you said, you like Asuka, you like Haruhi, and I like me some Haruhi. So there you go. Now you know which way to vote. Alrighty, brother. I'll bring it back to you once again. Changing your answer, brother?
No,
he's gonna stick it.
I'm gonna stick it. Let me have this shredding. Let her have the sugar dinner. Darn it.
All right, you enjoy that.
Diggity and dignity, one or the other.
And yes, I'm still stumbling down on my Haruhi. She's my 2000s gal of choice. She's the slightly updated version. Slightly less. Still slightly less crazy. This is true. I had to think about it for a sec, but no, this is true. All right, Frank, it's up to you, my friend. Who is gonna take home the gold, or at least the next round, at least?
I wish that I've at least seen some of each show so I can make a fair vote. Having said that, I hate to sink the Titanic, but I have to choose Haruhi.
Woo! Smart man.
Don't worry, the boat was sinking very
At
Frank.
least I've seen the clip of that one.
There you go. And it's is not an amazing clip, Frank.
Yeah.
The sad part is after all these years, and it's been almost 20 years since that sequence, I have yet to see a scene that lives up to that sequence.
And he's tried.
And I've desperately tried. So Haruhi takes home the win once again. Let's see how far the Queen of Tsunderes goes. Our next lineup. Oh no, it's a Ray versus Ray here. I'm just too good. All right. We got Miss Muscles and Yoruichi from Bleach versus the straight arrow shooter of Riza from Fullmetal Alchemist.
Oh, go look at this one, brother. What, you gonna some of the beer real quick?
All right. Well, I'm gonna talk back and forth here a little bit versus one-on-one. Let's be honest.
Need a mirror, brother?
If you like the blondes with the fair skin, you kind of know which way you want to go.
Uh-huh.
You like a girl that's a little bit more active, goes outside, doesn't mind a tan, goes for the unique hair color style at the salon, the gal from Bleach is not a terrible option. They both kick ass. Let's be honest. One could do a little bit more magical MacGuffins, can go a little bit faster, but the honesty, the down to earth, the very human aspect of Miss Riza is also very alluring. Let me tell you, you can't go wrong. You want someone down to earth, someone you could have a lot in common with, have a lovely conversation with. She could bring it. Yoruichi, sometimes she might be a bit of a mystery with her secrets and what she does and her cat costume, ? I'll leave it at that. That might, if you're more of a wholesome fella, that might be cause some questions. So if you're looking for the honest go-to lady, once again, Riza. The other thing is, are you a cat lover or a dog lover?
Oh,
that also might sway your vote here, gentlemen. I'm like the devil's advocate for my own self.
I like you're trying your best, like to.
I'm trying to convince myself which way am I going. I don't fucking know yet.
So call sweating out, folks. He's sweating out.
I'm sweating out a little bit here. I'm gonna leave it at that. So yeah, that's. I mean, I wouldn't say no to either one of these. I won't be too mad no matter what anyone chooses here. I feel like I win because I literally do. So I guess that makes sense. Frank, I want to start with you, my friend. Who are we choosing? Are we choosing Miss Bleach or Miss Fullmetal Alchemist?
Wow, I feel like they're both outdoor ladies because I've had friends and they just can't get dark. It's just they go outside.
They try and it doesn't come out right. It doesn't work.
It gets a little pink, and then
it's not a good luck.
Yeah, so I don't blame her for being fair skinned.
Interesting conversation.
Genetics, it's a bitch.
Yoruichi is another one that was on my list, but the hair was
not the
right color. Sorry.
What is the alternative hair, like the purples, the blues, the weird colors, Frank? Is that like third place or fourth or fifth? How down low is the unique hair colors, or do you break them down by literally color by color by color?
There's red,
blonde. We know this.
Blue.
Oh, blue. Oh,
okay.
White, and purple.
And purple. Okay.
And pink.
Okay. All right, we need to write this down.
Then green, and then brown is kind of like
low tier.
A secret red.
In the right kind of lighting.
Yes.
It's kind of reddish.
Yeah.
The
reddish brown.
Okay.
It's like, certain moments it can be pretty high up there.
it can sneak its way up there. Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. Like this lore we have.
Just a little teaser here. So black is pretty low, it sounds like, maybe.
Yeah. Sorry, black.
Oh. I have to think about it. It's pretty high for me.
See, I want what I don't have. And my hair is black.
So Frank, what are we gonna go with? I think we know, but let's make it official.
I with that last statement, I want what I don't have. And that's definitely blonde.
All right, Frank. Miss Honkai would moving on, got Franksville. Let's go to Miles here. Miles.
She can fight.
Definitely can.
She pretty much is pretty much saved. Like she got one moment when he was up to something stupid.
She definitely saved his butt more than once.
Nope, we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do that right now.
Got the wisdom.
Reason is more is like the backbone most of that show. Besides her being like the normal,
the only human being
who we're not any god powers.
Have a chance to keep up with these fools.
But some match like to keep the hands, as they say, or try to survive in this world with these crazy freaks and things like that. So I'm going to have to say Riza.
Riza, all right. Well, she moves on instantly. But to make it official for my vote, I struggled. But yeah, I'm just a Batman junkie. And Riza Hakai, once again, she's amongst all these freakazoids and all the broken powers, and she can hold her own. Very attractive, let me tell you. So that's why she is a queen sweep for Miss Fullmetal Alchemist. And we're moving on to the next round. So our next matchup here is a Frank versus everyone, I guess.
Oh, good luck, Frank.
And Kagura from Gintama, and of course Miss Hinata from Naruto or Naruto, how
Good
you want
luck.
to pronounce it. So quick, Frank, a quick reminder of why people should vote for Kagura.
If you like redheads, that's like I'm hanging by a string.
Oh, here you go.
No, just I think they're both lovely ladies. If you want something kind, like most of Miles's picks,
He likes
definitely
them.
Hinata, but I think for you, Ray, you should go Kagura because you like pain. You like to suffer.
This is true.
And Kagura will definitely make you suffer in more ways than one. She might eat your food and.
Well, so that's kind of suffering I want now.
Yeah, but remember, it's also nostalgia though.
I think Hinata's a good cook. If I've seen Boruto,
But
I do like food.
What I want to say is that there's this one part I kind of feel like she has a connection with this one character called Katsura. Where it's kind of funny thing that it's the Shippuden episode where they all turn into ninjas.
Of course.
And there's a fight between Katsura and Kagura, and they're like, "I want to be the red one. No, I want to be the red one." And in the end, Kagura ends up being the red one. And then after that day, Katsura ends up calling her leader every episode. No more Kagura. You're leader now.
Just leader.
So, having said that, she's the leader.
She's Power Rangers fans rejoice.
She's the leader. You want a leader, she got your back. She's the Red Ranger.
Ooh, I do like. Oh no, he's using my Sailor Mars weakness against me. Damn.
Yes.
I do like the color red.
I mean, she would look good in heels.
Alrighty, Miles. What's I guess I'm asking you to swing for Hinata since you're the sweet innocent girl type here.
Now I guess this is my.
This is your type.
My lord.
You had a choice, Miles. You picked your 5 girls. You had just like Frank. You have a certain type, and we all. We kind of knew already, but in case it wasn't obvious, or first time listeners to the podcast, they definitely now know.
She holds her own, even though tips and down, she's not like it's like what the goofy friend, the dwarf guy said. Maybe I'm not out of options.
Wait, what?
That is basically the equivalent of what happened.
Wait, who said that?
In Firin, the old man, the old guy with the glasses.
Oh.
He's like, I'm not mad at magic, but not out of options.
They said fist up.
Ooh, that is basically the equivalent, brother. Ooh, that's a big swing he just did right there.
I'm just saying because despite her being, I guess, I used to call her quote unquote the princess of her bloodline.
Right.
She does put up a fight. Yeah, she wins because for despite I don't know about Kagura. But she went through a lot. Despite fighting for the shy, broke, I guess, reserve girl, timid girl we start with, right? So she eventually, she found her own way, and she's she hanging in there when things got tough, and she almost stopped the whole world from blowing up.
So let's go back to Frank here. Before it's assuming I'm the swinging vote here. Frank, you still sticking with your gal?
I am going down with the ship.
He's on the Titanic. He's saluting. He's got the tuba out and he's playing his heart out.
I am that captain that gave the order, send the children and women out.
No, it was like when I think was it Pirates of the Caribbean when they
leave Kagura with me.
When Pirates of the Caribbean when they blow up the ship and you see the one the bad guy thinking he stood with the ship.
The ship just disintegrates as he walks down the stairs.
He walks down the stairs yeah, that's Frank right now.
That's funny. I actually get the reference.
He's like, yeah, I know
that reference.
I know where this is going, but I'm just gonna stick with this gosh darn ship.
Alrighty. And Miles, I think we already heard the answer already, but it sure sounds like it's Hinata still.
By a landslide.
Yeah, well, it helps it's a character you know versus the one you haven't know. Here's the thing. You gentlemen did a good job of swaying my vote back and forth. The fact that she sounds a little spicy, definitely intrigues me a little bit more. I tend to go the spicy way versus the sweet way with the Miles over here. Here was the swaying decision here, though. As Frank said Kagura and said Naruto at the same time, it all of a sudden my brain triggered when oh, that sounds a lot like Kaguya from Naruto. The fucking moon lady. I fucking hate the moon lady. And that's why Hinata will be moving on. Because it sounds like that character's name I hate. I am a petty man.
Oh my.
So there you go. I guess Hinata will be moving on because fuck the moon lady is my answer to everything in life.
But she's not even in here. It's not even this bracket.
But it sounds like it made me think of her, which just put a bad taste in my mouth, and we can't have that here. Alrighty. Speaking a battle of kind of the redheads or the color of red, we got the Power Ranger battle here potentially here. We got Sailor Mars, aka Rei Hino, I want to say, and of course Miss Asuka Lanley from Evangelion. I don't know why I always do that. I always call it Neon Genesis because I always think of my Sega Genesis. Anyway, the point being, we have pretty much the staples of the 90s right here. This is the 90s battle as fuck right now.
Yeah, good luck.
And I am sweating buckets. Let me tell you, I am sweating fucking buckets.
All the fights we did so far was bad. This might break the internet.
So let's go back to Frank here. Frank, why should we pick Miss Langley versus Sailor Mars?
Well, I don't know much about Sailor Mars.
Okay.
I've only seen one picture.
So you need. That's all I need.
She looks like she would trip with those heels.
Nah, she never trips. She's fighting crime. She's mastered those heels. Let me tell you. She glides on them.
From what I hear, she probably abuses you like Asuka.
A little bit.
But while Sailor Mars abuses you only in one language, Asuka could abuse you in German.
Oh, German is a very tough sounding language.
Yeah.
This is true.
It's going to give you World War II vibes.
It's going to be World War II all over again, baby. And World War I while we're at it. Why the fucking not?
You said you like Riza, right? Because of her badass, she's the only normal human there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that should apply to Asuka too. She doesn't have superpowers. She controls that robot with her talent.
Fair point.
Not her magical powers that Miss Mars uses.
All right, you got me there, Frank. You got me there. Bit of a low blow, but okay.
You have to admit she's more impressive. 2 languages, natural talent.
She's bilingual. Okay.
This person could actually exist out there.
In my dream sheet, they all exist, all right, Frank? They all exist.
I mean, maybe not in the so distant future. We'll see big robots, and there'll be a redhead in there driving that thing.
Could be her.
Living our dreams.
There you go. Finally, we've done it, Frank.
As we're old men, now we're like,
it was worth it. I'm glad I just see this day.
Sadly, now they're fighting apocalyptic monsters.
Well,
it's kind of cool though. Get in the robot, Shinji.
I think I've said enough. I think her resume speaks for herself.
All right, Frank, you did good. You did good, Frank.
Here we go.
All right. Like I said, Asuka, she could take a bit of definitely a verbal and definitely a physical abuse. I'm not afraid of. I don't hate. But can she bring the heat, though? That's the question here. And you know what? Sometimes girls from another galaxy, they feel like aliens, and that's what makes them special. You want someone out there who's beyond the stars, something to reach for. You want something. You want to improve yourself to make it worthy, make her, feel like you're a satisfying partner in life. And that's what you're gonna get with Miss Sailor Mars. You're gonna shoot for the stars, literally the next planet. Which right now, Frank, everyone wants to get to Mars because Mars is a cool and happening place. And you know what? Asuka, Germany's nice. They got good pretzels. I'll give them that. And the beer's pretty good. But the next civilization, once we get to Mars, Frank, next thing we're going to have the RX-78, and it's just going to be fucking Gundam Wing out here, baby. And it's going to be beautiful. Don't you want Gundam Wing? Don't settle for Earth and Europe and all these things. You want to go beyond the stars, Frank. You want to hit and go for that magical powers, that things that once again beyond this reality. Why settle? Go Plus Ultra, all right? And pick Sailor Mars, all right? All Might would pick Sailor Mars, all right? Because the man has skill and talent, and he knows a classic when he sees it. And even poor All Might probably can take up that physical abuse from Asuka, let's be honest here.
Even with the suit.
Even All For One would crumble like a cheap suit against her, let's be honest here. All righty. I think I did the best I could. I try my best, but this is, like I said, this is a fight for the 90s out here. And I'm uncomfortable. Let's go with Miles first. Miles, he hasn't got a chance to speak. Miles, who are we feeling here? We want to go One 90s classic or the other 90s classic?
Yeah, which side of nice do you prefer?
All right. How do you like
spicy? You want it, or I like to both spicy?
How
spicy do you want it?
Hotness?
Inferno.
The heels, though. The heels.
Well, I gotta double check about the. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know.
You can't see Asuka's legs when she's in the bodysuit. You know whose legs and heels you can see? Sailor Mars. That skirt. Who doesn't like a good skirt? Just saying.
Yeah, but they all wear skirts.
She's not always in the suit, you know. There's...
Wait a minute. Hey. She's got the schoolgirl's uniform too. But is she a shrine maiden? Oh, remember the shrine maiden, Miles?
Technically, she could be now.
Remember the shrine maiden.
Let me just say this. Speaking about bringing the heat,
mm-hmm.
She may be literally hot, Mars, but Asuka brings the right kind of heat.
She brings the right amount of spice. I'll give you that, Frank. Goddamn.
She's the kind of hot you want, not the one that hurts you. Not the one that's used to bake. And yes, we may all want to go to Mars, but and we all want to get to that society that Gundams get built.
That'd be great.
Who's gonna pilot it?
Fuck me, you would, Frank.
Asuka.
God damn it, he wins. This fucker.
Continue.
Miles, would still your vote.
Normally so quick and decisive.
I was gonna say the sweet girls are gone now. Now he's confused. Ray's a little sweeter. I'm just saying. She's not as crazy as Asuka. I'm just saying.
And that's the thing, right? Because like you don't want
that craziness, do you, Miles? Think about it.
I think Asuka's kind of a little
She insane, bro. You don't want that craziness.
I'm going to have to say Sailor Mars because I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. It's just like because they're both kind of I don't know.
You better watch your back.
I won't be going to Germany anytime soon. I can tell you that already. Yeah, no, I'd say Sailor Mars though.
Sailor Mars, okay. Frank, I'm assuming you're still sticking with Miss Langley.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
A little crazy never hurt nobody, Miles. You should try it.
A little spice in your life goes a long way. Oh my goodness, Ahmed, this is the one I'm quaking my boots on.
You know what they always say? Like, go on a vacation. Add some spice to your life.
There you go.
There you go. You're not adding the spice, Miles.
All right, I'm trying my best to focus on just the current matchup and not playing like 4D chess and being like, oh, well, who's going to be locked in the next roster and the next battle and this and this and that. So I'm trying to go against, just instincts or logic because that's the dilemma I'm having here.
It's just the heels. Just add some heels to Asuka. She'd be fine.
But I don't know. How good could she fight crime, though, within heels? Heels are nice. Fighting crime and heels, ooh, extra. That's like double, triple points even. I'm going to hate myself. I'm going to say it. Sailor Mars, goddammit.
No. She's a faker. Look. I've never seen her go to school, and she always wears that uniform. Never seen the show, but...
I think, honestly, the dumbest things, because they're both similar. Shrine Maiden, though. Ooh, that's a little. Ooh.
That's different. So if
Shrine Maidens and versus like sci-fi's bodysuits. I'll take a Shrine Maiden every day. All right.
Interesting. Yeah.
She stick with tradition.
The Ray lore we're learning today.
And also, you got to cheer for the Rays. Us Rays, we got to stick together.
The bodysuit lets you know what you're working with.
There's very little imagination to that bodysuit. I'll give you that, Frank. I'll give you that. But I'm gonna go with pure instinct. So, like I said, before I even knew what I liked in a girl, I went, ooh. Sailor Mars, she's cute. I don't know what cute is, but she's cute. Alrighty. So now we're down to the semifinals here. So our first matchup, we have Miss Haruhi Suzumiya from Disappearance, or I don't know, Melancholy, you choose your title, versus Miss Riza Hakai from Fullmetal Alchemist. Or should I say Fullmetal Alchemist?
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Fullmetal Alchemist. He's so excited sometimes.
I know the time where we had like 10,000 different versions of that thing.
So I know poor Bat, and literally there are different takes. Let me tell you, I've actually heard them all. All right. Oh fuck, they're both me. Shit.
Do you want a brain?
Do you want someone down to earth? Okay, it's literally. Do you want Batman
or Superman?
Or do you want Superman? Because Haruhi's kind of broken as fuck. She doesn't know she's broken as fuck. Oh, but she's broken as fuck. Okay, you got the blonde versus the brunette. She's got the shirt, but Haruhi depends on the Haruhi. You could get the long hair Haruhi if you like long hair. Riza, she usually has it bun up. Very attractive. Like I said, my preference when it comes to her hairstyle. But sometimes I want it long, and she can do it long. Ooh, dog lover. We know she's a dog lover. Hari, I don't know. I don't think we know. She likes bunnies, I think. That's tough to say. Yeah. She can play the guitar pretty good, though. Pretty good. Miss Hawkeye is pretty straight and forward and doesn't shy away. Ooh, but Hari keeps a little bit of a mystery, a little bit of abuse. Ooh, I do like my... Ooh, I did pass on Asuka, so no. Am I doubling down on my tsundere tendencies or not? Oh, no. So yeah, it comes down to the physicalities and even the personalities are quite different on these two. Any questions for me, gentlemen, about either gal? Maybe I could swing your vote one way or another. That maybe you have a mystery this whole time because I know Frank has not seen Haruhi.
Well, you want questions?
Yeah, do you have
comments?
Thoughts?
I guess, well, either one to sway your vote one way or another, Frank.
Sway my vote? I already know who I'm voting for.
Well, I guess, I know that's the thing with Frank. I kind of know that's a lock in.
That's a lock. She's the only one that actually locks on.
She's very good at that. I'll give you that, Frank. Miles, any questions or thoughts before we just go into the voting instantly here?
I just go to vote because it's
just vote. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. There's nothing much more we can say than we said already.
Okay.
You want us to go first before you?
No, I feel like I've been cowering this a little too much.
I'm a big boy.
Big break. Make my own choices. All right. And maybe I'm feeling guilt from the last vote.
You feel sweat though,
and I'm sweating out here. Definitely sweating. I'm going to have to go with my shoot from the hip instinct. And I'm still going with Miss Haru Suzumiya. Like I'm a tsundere man. She, like I said, she is the queen of all of them. She literally could change my world and rocket and everything else in between. And yeah, I just like that. I like that a little bit. You know, Riza's a straightforward shooter, which I appreciate. I do like. That is probably my second attraction. But the little bit of the mystery and the hot and cold on and off a little bit.
And not knowing what's going to happen next.
And never know what's going to happen. It keeps you on my toes just like Kyon. And maybe because I'm relating to the main protagonist in that series.
Well, he's basically you.
I can understand his attraction towards her. So I'm going to go with that. I relate more with Kyon than I do with Roy Mustang. So that is why I chose Haruhi Suzumiya. Frank, we're pretty sure we know what answer, but let's make it official, Frank. Who are we choosing?
Miss Hawkeye.
Miss Hawkeye?
No question.
I tried, Frank. I'm gonna make you watch Haruhi Suzumiya, and we'll see next time which way you'll vote, Frank. We'll see. All right, Miles, my friend. It sounds like it's up to you. Who is gonna make it to the final spot?
I guess it's gonna be Haruhi at the end of the day.
Yes.
The reason being, like Ray said, it's just that the little bit of mystery.
A little bit of mystery.
And the fact that you don't know, it reminded me of that scene that Kyon had in the movie. It was like you might can you literally talk.
Oh, he talks to himself.
It's like, come on,
you know deep down you had fun.
You're not supposed to like the crazy ones.
You.
Go for no.
Or is that vote for Asuka when I need it?
I know.
Word break.
Go back.
This man is inconsistent. He can't even stick to it. He's lying to you. He doesn't know what he wants.
Stick to your guns and pick the gun lady.
There you go. Put that slogan. Put that in there.
That's really good. Stick to your guns. So Haruhi Suzumiya will make it onto our finals. So who will be fighting for Miss Suzumiya or against her, I guess? We have Hinata Haguya, something like that.
Haguya?
From Naruto. I don't know how you want to pronounce it. Or we have Sailor Mars, Rei Hino herself, against the sweet innocent girl. So we got sweet and quite literally hotness against each other.
We all know where I'm going here, so I'm not going to bother saying this out loud.
So yeah, I think we've made all we could say. Hinata, sweet, innocent, good mom, potentially for sure, if you watch the series, but who wants to watch the series, I would argue. But she puts up a fight. She fights for what she believes in. She goes against the Freakazoid pain and tries. That's something more than Sakura did. It's always time to stab Sakura. Never take a break. Always stab her when you can. With her loser boyfriend Sasuke. Both losers, let me tell you.
Well, let's say one's happy at home with her husband and the kids,
and the other one's Sakura.
Still waiting for him to come. Supposed to come back once. He'll come back.
There's a reason why he's never home. And of course, like I said, Mars. She's the next. We're all striving to get to Mars. Quite literally the hotness. Shrine Maiden, heels, fighting crime in heels. the color red. She is, if like I said, the only reason why Usagi or Serena, if you're old, the only reason like she's the star is because we need someone that everyone's relatable. Well, don't settle for relatable. Once again, reach for the stars. Go beyond the stars and go for Sailor Mars. This is my vote here. Alrighty. I paused and think. I've been chosen Hinata this whole time, which is, like I said, not my go-to personality type.
Uh-huh.
But like I said, a lot of love for Naruto. Sailor Mars, instincts, guide me that far. And it's going to guide me a little bit further because I'm still voting for Miss Ray. Well, so once again, let's raise. We got to stick together. We know the best. We need to help the people brighter future or something. Alrighty, let's go to Miles. Miles, I think he's still picking Hinata. He's double, tripling down on Hinata.
Locked in.
And I'm pretty sure we know what Frank's going to pick because he's still bitter about the last round, and I don't blame him. Who's going to go to the finals?
Should have gotten rid of her before. Well, let's get rid of this ill-dressed lady. If the wind blows, then we can see what color her panties are.
It's red. I can tell you. They're red. Oh, I know. Don't worry. I know.
I guess the wind doesn't have to blow. Hinata. She's
oh, God. He's such a good little boy, you guy. I want a nice, shy little girl who's sweet and innocent.
It's good to fantasize about things we can't have. But when you really think about it, we want a girl that makes us feel good. Somebody that takes care of us.
Support. She is very supportive.
Like when you're talking about settling down, you want Hinata. If you're in your younger years, you all wild.
Oh, I'm still young, baby. I'm still young.
The bracket's dwindling down, and so are my
prospects.
I'm changing the way I think because
age is getting to you.
Not much time left. Not much
wisdom.
I'm getting smart now.
There you go. It's about time. Goddamn, it took too long. That's what I'm telling myself, at least.
I just hope she takes me. After all this time,
I'm waiting right here.
All right, you are my backup.
You're my first choice most of the time. Gentlemen, we're now finally here at the grand finales. We have quite the opposite personalities once again. So our final matchup is Haruhi Suzumiya versus Hinata. I had it earlier and I forgot. Hyuga. That's what it is. Hyuga. My goodness gracious.
Uzumaki, I guess you want to be really more precise.
Yeah, we don't talk about Boruto, all right? Take your Boruto and shoe. Just get out of here, kid. And that's why you need to shoot Hinata out of here with your Boruto nonsense, because what you really want is heart. You know, Frank suggested when you settle down, Hinata, she's a nice girl. She's got your back, this and that. But do you just want to become a fossil overnight? No. You want to live. You can be a parent. You can be an adult. And you can live at the same time. Yeah, you can be a parent
and not know what this girl's going to do next.
But that's what makes it. Don't you want life to be interesting and spicy? All right, you know, Asuka fans, she would vote for Haruhi. You know, I'm just saying they wouldn't vote for Hinata. Hinata's the boring, safe choice. If you want a boring, safe, there's Rei Ayanami. All right, as I just said, I don't bury Reis, and I buried this poor Rei. She's not Sailor Mars. All right, there's only one true Rei, and it's me, and it's Sailor Mars. All right, those are the two true Reis I'll accept.
Are you just contradicting yourself right now?
No, it's fine. Don't worry about that. You can't play back the podcast. It's impossible.
But you can. I know that for sure.
It's impossible. But no, Miss Suzumiya is great. Like I said, she'll break the rules. She'll change history for you. You'll make an amazing. Think of all the amazing films you'll make with her.
Break your balls. No.
It's just she keeps you on your toes. And summer forever. Why would you want that? Just keep living the best days of your life over and over again. Have a fun time. You can't go wrong with her. And once again, Spice. Because you get married, life isn't over. It's not game over, gentlemen. It's New Game Plus, and that's what you're gonna get with Heart. You're gonna get New Game Plus. Yeah. Don't settle. Think about it. Do you want a story that never ends and keeps you on your toes, and we hope for a remake of a sequel anime? Goddammit, make it happen, Kyoto Animation. Or do you want Boruto? Is that what you want, gentlemen? You want Boruto?
Well,
think about
if we don't acknowledge it, then it doesn't exist now, does it?
Think about it. You want terrible kids that just don't listen and just betray the whole Ninja Village ? I don't know anything about it, but I'm assuming that's what happens.
It's not about the kids. We're not talking about the kids.
But they're Hinata's kids. Think about that.
Well, that's not her.
They're the word. No, it's her. The genetics. All right, they speak a lot. That's what happens when you're timid and shy and too bashful. You get terrible kids. Is that what you don't want? That you want kids that are full of life and keep you on your toes. And You know, that's what you want. Like I said, you want every day. You want to feel young no matter how old you are. And that's what you're going to get. Susie, man. She can even make it happen, technically. If that's what you really want, she could literally make that happen. I did my best. I know you guys are going to gain up on me. It's unfair. You guys are cowards. All right? Just saying that right now. You are boring old men. All right? I'm the only youthful young person out here. And that's why I have a VTuber model, so I could be forever young. And you are just wrinkly old luggage, all right? And that's why you should pick Haruhi.
Other than that, good game. Good game.
Good game. And I hope you all burn in hell. And hope the other Mars Cells burns you alive. I'll be there to watch. Alrighty, Frank. Who are we voting for?
Well, that Summer Forever sounds like torture. I'm a winter guy.
She can make winter happen too. We do go in circles also in winter time as well in Haruhi universe.
You go all over the place in Haruhi, actually.
If I recall, every time you voted for Hinata, you mentioned Naruto. So where was that Boruto mention when I needed you?
I needed you to block. All right. You said you were gonna block, and you did not block.
To me, this is an easy one. Hinata, best girl, I guess.
Best.
2025 girl of the year.
Yeah, it seems that way. Alrighty, Miles. Close the book, you coward. Is that KFC? Oh no, it's just Miles. Can't handle the spice. You can't handle extra crispy.
All right. I'm trying to give a piece to your review mine. All right. Hinata for the win.
Yes, finally. You know, I knew you were a good guy.
I hated you this whole time, but right now, you're all right.
I'll wait till like if it's in reverse.
I was wondering if you were gonna come through.
I thought you were gonna flop at the last minute, at the last play, but you stuck the landing.
I'm that one bet Frank made is to like, come on. Yeah, you won.
I'm glad you didn't take all those comments personal.
Oh, mine were personal.
Throughout the year.
You're still a coward. Don't worry. Don't worry. You're still nothing to me, Miles.
What else is you around
You're
here?
a waste of space, and you're in your gotcha games.
You're a real one. Don't listen. You're a real one.
He keeps it real out here on the podcast. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Even after all these years, in 2025, Miss Hinata still wins Best Girl of the Year. You guys disappoint me. Why am I?
Maybe one safe pick. Some of that, huh?
The funny part is, I like that the fact that Hinata was like the one girl we all choose for this bracket because we all picked 5, 5, 5, and there was like a 16th sweet spot, and apparently that she took it all.
She was like the villain, the wild card.
Yeah, basically, she came out of nowhere, dunked on everyone apparently. But I'm happy. At least my queen of Tsundere's made it this far. That's a little farther than I thought she was gonna get. I won't lie. She's a bit of a fossil these days, but you know, it's still one of my go-tos.
Should have gotten rid of her when it had the chance.
The chance.
First round.
All right, until next year we do the games.
There you go. So yes, there you go. That will end our March Madness fever this year, and there you go. Now you know who the best girl is, but you never know. We might have another setup next time come March season. You never know. I know we're tempted. I know because for in Japan, White Day is where the boys get all the love and treatment in March. So we're tempted to do that. So who knows? Maybe also next year we might have the best husbandos or best boys out there. Got to represent everyone out there. Ooh, Yusuke would go far. I do like me some Yusuke. But that's for next time on the podcast. But so that will do it here in this episode of the podcast where Hinata, the shy, boring, nice girl who's family-oriented, yawns.
Yeah.
Not the firecracker.
Not a firecracker or anything else.
Doesn't light up, not from another galaxy. She's not even a god being. She's just human. And not even the cool blonde lady kind from Miss Hawkeye. Oh well. Can't have it all.
Hinata's the kind of person you would want to introduce to your family.
That's true. She would be great at the family barbecues. I'll give you that, Frank.
Asuka. The other girl,
Haruhi
would be the kind of girl that would kick you out of the house.
Yeah, you would never see the family again because of her.
It's her or our family.
And you know what? I might stick with her. I might just stick with her. But this is absolutely 1,000% true, Frank. I've never heard a more honest statement in this whole podcast than that right there. So that'll wrap up our main topic this time. Hope you guys have a good time. Let us know what you guys think and who would make it far in your bracket and where was where did we go wrong? We know where Frank feels like we went wrong on.
Round one.
Every time. His poor redheads. I guess Asuka was the farthest they went down. And poor Miles, did Miles, any of his characters make it past the first round?
You already did. Hinata did, technically.
Attaboy. Hinata, that's everyone's character. Poor Miles like, I picked Hinata this whole time. Wink, wink. No one paid attention, right?
A win, still a win.
There you go. I'll give you that.
A win
She is your personality type for sure.
A win is a win.
All right, Miles. I'll be nice and leave it there. But of course, you need to stay tuned and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen to podcasts, your Apple Podcasts, your Spotify's, your Amazon Music, your YouTube Music. You can find Taku Talaka podcast wherever you prefer listening to podcasts. I guarantee we're there. If not, just go to www.takuotaku.com and you can listen to our whole catalog of episodes. We have 2 years worth of conversations like this. We've had other brackets during our March. Last year we had, what was it? We had the first year.
Consoles?
No, first year was our best video game console. And we had another March. Oh, it was the Battle Shonen Arc tournament.
Yeah.
So if you want to hear what the best Shonen Battle Arc tournament, there was a lot of sweating going on in that podcast as well. So if you want to hear more of that, you got all that episode to download for free and enjoy as you go ahead and do your workout or you're at work or this, that, or doing some daily cleaning at your house. Listen to Talk Talk Bikes. You can't go wrong. All your favorite conversation with a bunch of down-to-earth guys talking about anime and video. Speaking about anime and video games, next time, gentlemen, we are finally going to be covering our anime. What is it? Would be winter season review, where we're going to be talking about Sakamoto Days from Frank's pick. We have Miles's drawing a blank.
Okitsura.
Oh yes, the Okinawa girl one, and I picked. Someone remind me. Zenshu. Yes, I'm very excited to go back to the show, as you can tell.
Oh, they're almost done.
I think so. Yes.
Yeah, I think Sakamoto Days ends this week. I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think
it has only 11 episodes.
If I'm not mistaken, like I said, our next episode should be that, if I remember the schedule correctly. So we'll be talking about that very soon. So once again, subscribe. Make sure you don't miss any future episodes of coming up on the podcast. We're out every other Wednesday. Ideally, I know we're a little late last time, but looking at you when you get sick, it's hard to edit when you can't get out of bed. But hopefully, I'll be perfectly fine. That would have been better if Haruhi won this tournament, but I guess I'm going back to bed and cry.
Everyone wants stability and safeness, huh?
Always have spicy.
You want to be kicked out of the house, I guess.
Maybe sometimes you want to. Sometimes you've had enough of your family. You need a break from them.
You know what? You're
Haruhi,
right,
she's
honey.
that.
It's my fault I kicked myself out of the house. What?
That's what I want. Deep down, that's what I want. But of course, and then after that, of course, around the now it's going to be spring anime season around the corner, so we're going to have that and so much more. So anime, video games, you've come to the right place. But of course, before we sign off officially, I must thank our hosts for being good sports and gentlemen and hanging out with me this whole time and bringing your favorite waifus. We learned a little bit more. So thank you, Frank, for bringing all your redheads.
So close.
So close, Frank. And I was going to go for it. And you picked her, and I was like, yes. Double wins. So I got to pick 6 gals. Win. That's all I know. Win. And of course, Miles, who is not winning. Not even his gotcha games, not in this tournament bracket.
Technically, right now I got 2 guarantees, so I'm winning that respect.
I believe the game developers are winning.
But I'm winning in the meantime.
Mm-hmm. Well, either way, brother, thank you for bringing your wholesome, nice girls that somehow pulled a win. Goddamn it. Boring old men I work with here. But that's all right, folks, because I have you guys who are hip, cool, and young, and enjoy a good spice in your life. So thank you as well for listening to this whole time, this podcast. And hopefully hear from you guys in the near future. Until then, peoples, have a good one, and bye-bye.